half a full-blooded savage, and he got that engine mumbo jumbo working for him. But he's good people, so that'd be my my good buddy Red. Oh, sorry, Akono.
You can call me Akono. Jeb can call me Red. I am medicine man and have also been tracking down this demon with a yellow-toothed grin. Watch it do terrible things to people that I care about, and will stop at nothing to exact my people's revenge. And who's next? Who's left? Apple Deadly? Let's go, Apple Deadly.
Oh, hey, no, hi. I'm Bartholomew Benbow, right? Um, some of you may have heard of a little band, from the 90s, a big hit album, Original Win, right there. Was the bass player. I was not pictured on the album, so not a lot of people know my face really, because they said we didn't want to frighten people away from the album, really, right? So but I wound up with all this cash, right? And I started to figure out what I could do. I like shooting weapons. And then when I started collecting it, then I started to be like, oh, this is some cool shit. So I made some cool connections. I started to take, I don't really remember how many years, because they come and go so fast, really. But seeing as though this is as lucid as I've ever been, I should probably take something.
My best friend.
In this
So,
crew,
Aside
it's
from
probably
Bunny and Sunshine.
in this, which is kind of awesome. Floyd,
That's real.
so my
I
name
will
is
hug.
in many places, and I've seen a lot of things. You think 9/11 was an inside job? You don't know anything. You think Kennedy was assassinated by a human? You don't know anything. You think that Pearl Harbor was staged? Yeah, you don't know anything at all. So I know that there's a lot of stuff out there, and I'm totally some people who can sling some guns around, throw some lead the enemy's way. And I realize more often than if we just played things a lot cooler. Nevertheless, I feel like I'm stuck at this point, and I have to dig these guys out of the hole that they continue again. They'll never see me again. But for now, even though some of them work for the government, unbelievably, I got no one else to hang out with. So I'll continue to be the brains and the good planning and the social skill of this group's overwhelming violence and general insanity, especially from the.
what? I'm sorry.
Every time you said, and some of them work for the. I mean,
You've
we
been
don't
working
have to
for the
go
Russians.
down that rabbit hole, but
Trust me, I know which government they really work for, and I know which government they say they work for.
Narnia. Sorry.
Brief recap. We can start with, I think Akono rolled the lowest.
I don't remember though.
And okay. So you need some help.
Yeah.
You know what? I play in a D&D campaign. I was like, no, we're gonna do initiative. And every time I just dread it. I'm like, fuck, if it's me. But we did a little bit of a recap before we went live, so we can, whoever wants to just throw in, Dungeon Master can do it.
I remember that Floyd got shot in the stomach by, I believe it was, we determined some freelance or has gone rogue and is now telling everybody that our crew has gone rogue and needs to be taken out. And so the TFE is dead and or maybe dead, and Father Albright is really. I just talking to some other part of this group or a different
You
group?
were you were in the cafe speaking with the mages.
mages is who they were. Okay.
Yep. There's a group of powerful mages that you were talking to, and they were giving you some intel. And they gave you a couple of different leads. They told you about a little bit of on the politics that were happening within the supernatural world. That there were vampires and mages who were working together in order to create some kind of catastrophic end. And there was another group of vampires and mages who were working to stop this.
You said vampires and mages also working to stop this?
Yeah. There's two different groups.
But both of them include working with vampires?
They're both mixed company.
If you ask me, they're all fucking possessed by demons.
They're all devils.
That's the right answer.
They're all white devils. Kill them all.
That's right.
You know how
It's
they're a
really
demon?
it's really one big category, isn't it? It's just
You know how they're a demon? Because they're white. You know how they're a vampire?
The white
Because
devil.
they're white. You know how they should be killed? Because they white. A group of all white people saying this is terrible. So they were giving you a little bit of intel about like some kind of stuff that was going on, and realistically, like Jack, I can give you some off the record intel about that whole conversation too.
Sweet.
But you did get some intel about some parties that were going on. A lot of cocaine was happening. The drug dealers, the drug cartels within Chicago have been starting to take notice. And they have not been real happy or amused about it at all.
Didn't somebody say?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
That's what I have written down.
Yep. It's like cocaine,
Paranormal.
except
Of money that you find sometimes on the beach. They're really
oh,
not,
next to the skulls.
they're not bags of money.
Yeah.
As long as we can call
Yeah.
it supernatural fly TNT,
That's
I'm
right.
game.
Supernatural fly TNT. And then you guys had wrapped up that conversation. You know, it'd be fun is to have Duck give.
What do you remember, Duck?
I bet she could too.
really all she remembers is what Bartholomew has done because, you know, it's fucking brilliant.
And then Jeb and Tommy ended up going back in the alley, and they did their, oh, we're just gonna like, you know, hold each other a little bit, and
Hold me closer, tiny Jeb.
and then Bartholomew snorted some Kool-Aid with no sugar.
Give me a line
So,
of
yeah.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
Cat.
Snorting Kool-Aid, no sugar. That's how you know you're hardcore.
Right? Unsweetened shit too, which is a big mistake.
So then, so Jeb was guarding the backside in the alleyway. Father Albright
Yeah, he was.
saw some people coming up that looked suspicious, and it ensued. It was supposed to be kind of like covert, but it ended up getting loud because Father Albright ended up just like noticing somebody who was sneaking up on one of his people, and Father Albright just like pulled out his pistol and shot him.
And my motherfucking teammates
Well,
better
first
have
he
some
asked me, he was
goddamn
like,
respect
"Hey,
for me
Boyle."
after
He was
that
like-
action too.
I remember him
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
out, like, "Where are you going with
Yeah.
that fucking rifle?"
Yeah, you called him out first. You know, you hollered him down, and then
And
he
he
turned.
yelled-
He turned
he was
to
like-
swing on you, and you shot him first.
I turned to him and he was like, "Hey, you need to get the fuck out of this area right now." And then,
Mhm.
Father Albright said, "Hey, I asked you a fucking question. Where the fuck are you going with that fucking rifle?" And at that point, he fucking just lit up the
Yeah.
fucking neighborhood.
You have to go to bed.
Yeah, you guys drew down on each other, and there was a firefight. At that time, then what's his nose? The giant ass wrestler showed up in a truck, and he
Disorderly Dan.
He speed bumped somebody.
did he run him over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he just ran.
Yeah, and then I grabbed that.
The Doring a hostel. That was a flashback from Iraq. Sorry. Um, that yeah. Okay, so yeah, he ran him over.
Memories like.
Yeah, they're precious.
Yeah.
So yeah, the firefight went down. You guys ended up I think there were four hostels. There were 3 to 5 hostels. You guys ended up knocking all of them down except for one. I don't remember who it was, but there was a guy who was shot in the stomach, chest area, and he was put in the trunk. One of you guys put him in the trunk. You guys ran into St. John Blake. How did you come into the party?
Radio.
So like as the
He came over at TFV
firefighters
radios,
came, they were breaking loose.
Yep.
Like I
They were making their getaway.
injected into their comms architecture. And
Yep.
then kinda guided them
You
into a
overran their
safe
comms.
house. Yep.
You guys went to the safe house. You guys got to the safe house, went down into this little Connex looking underground safe house. St. John Blake identified himself as a part of Task Force Valkyrie, and you stated your position within the ranks and the authorities and the intel agency. You guys ended up getting the guy who had been shot, and you brought him in to question him, and then found out that he was dead.
Now take him to Detroit.
He also had a tracking device that was buried in the hip. So it meant that Task Force Valkyrie was tracking him as well. And one of the very last things that happened in the last session was St. John Blake said, "We have less than 10 minutes to get everything that we need and to get the fuck out of here before another team shows up to finish the job that the last team failed at."
Right.
And the reason for that was because you found the tracking device. That was the last trick. And if I'm not mistaken, before that had happened, I did dump off a couple like medical kits from like my car to like try to treat. I think it was Father Albright and somebody else. So if we can get constructive credit for that one too.
And if you don't like here, I want to go back just a little bit further because I'm like reading back through my notes and seeing shit. I'm like, oh gosh. Like, okay,
so that's the cool thing about this game is that it's storyteller mode, so we're all putting the story together.
Right. So immediately after the Edwin H. got, so this was the Taconite ship.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yes, yeah. You remember that one in Lake?
Came out of Duluth.
Yep. Yeah. So we sunk that fucker. And I was just reading about this. I don't remember this, but it obviously happened. Jeb probably would have told Floyd about this, but I had a dream that Sewer Max was very pleased and proud of us. So that's something to think about. So whatever the fuck we did
in connection with this latest bit of info.
So we Tommy and we got in touch with Solon at TFV. Solon says he says y'all get a 3-day pass. All the TFV guys get a 3-day pass. Like, hey, good job, you did whatever. He said, absolutely, in absolute emphasis, all caps, do not follow up on Max or the werewolves. Other groups are dealing with the werewolves and the vampires, not us. So Solon back then was saying, get your fucking nose out of it. So right now I'm looking back and going, oh shit, we must have uncovered some shit that he did not want us to know about.
Oh, wow.
Then I've got, let's see, back from, then my next notes say, Father Albright checked vitals on Caleb and he's dead. So this was after we apparently this was after we went and met with what's her face, Alice. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Let's see now. Oh, and then Solon wanted us to tell him immediately about any run-ins with vampires or werewolves. And Joanne, the werewolf, said that so like we figured out we were being tracked by a bunch of werewolves when we were in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Joanna, yeah, she said, and we thought it was Tommy because he had the whole history with the werewolves. She said, no, it's not Tommy, it's a Kono that they're tracking. Yep. And she said it's not the Luna werewolves are hunting Red. I don't know what that fucking means, but I wrote it down. Father Albright was working with a kid who was accused of murdering his parents through demonic possession. Father Magaji is a disciple of Father Albright's and might know tactics to help defeat us E&Es. Axel, a werewolf, said Maxwell Clark is a vampire lord with insights into the werewolf world. And we need to talk to Byron Zell about vampire Greg we kidnapped, who is the son of Maxwell. All right.
Which you did not put together until
now.
Yeah. Until this moment.
Let's see now. This was back from April 30th of 2020.
To be fair.
And to be fair. And then we went to Our Lady of whatever, eternal suffering and
sorrow. Or...
Yeah, perpetuals. There we go. Father Magaji, he said he could take care of a couple of us to Father Albright and meet the Joneses. So then we go to St. Michael Missionary Baptist Church. Father Magaji knows what happened at Garfield Park.
They were trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Right. Martha and Freddie, the parents of Alice. And we talked to Alice. Alice said she saw 4 different demons. There was a blue-green skin guy, a Zac Efron guy. That's what she said. A yellow-grinned white guy and a scarecrow guy. So the yellow grin,
I'm fucking telling you guys, you gotta watch out for these fucking demons.
I'm telling, yeah.
Seriously.
That led us to the shootout at St. Michael's Missionary Baptist Church. 8 gangbangers approached the group. Caleb opened fire immediately after Bart offered them $5,000 in like mugger money,
which they were completely fine with, by the way.
Oh yeah,
they were like, "Oh shit, yeah, all right."
They're gonna walk away. I mean, it wasn't going to escalate.
A car was doing a drive-by at the same time. Jeb and Floyd popped smoke front and rear. Caleb shot 3 times. Finn shot. So Caleb was shot 3 times. Finn got shot once. Akono levitated a guy. Tommy fired at a car, as did Jeb. Jeb killed a gangbanger. Then Father Albright checked vials on Caleb, and he's dead.
Like brought lightning and shit down on people too.
Yeah. I think it was a weird kind of weather day, so that was maybe not like Jeb wouldn't have. He'd just been like, oh shit.
It went from clear sky to like complete overcast within 5 minutes, and then downpour, torrential wind and lightning.
Gotcha.
Which one was Caleb? Was he the arms dealer?
That was I pull out my shotgun.
I shoot him with my shotgun.
I shoot my shotgun.
Yes.
Continuing though, Father Albright checked on Caleb. He's dead. Tommy went to get the limo and got bit by one of those crazy ass like fucking devil dogs, like straight out of fucking Ghostbusters.
It was actually a German Shepherd that.
Finn gave herself a morphine shot and is nodding out after she got shot in the gut. Dan Duchesne, a giant Dan Duchesne looking guy on top of the church threw a sledgehammer through Floyd's windshield. Jeb got into the back of Floyd's truck and grabbed a minigun.
Oh, I remember that.
Jeb sees a giant black panther south of the fence on Monroe Street heading west. Jeb rolled out the back of the truck, took 2 blunt damage with his minigun. Terrifying howl made everyone roll composure. And Jeb haymakered a dog, but did 2 damage. It did let go of Tommy. 2 more dogs are running at Tommy and Jeb. Floyd rammed his truck into the church entrance, activating the airbags. Then Jeb and Tommy were going to the limo. Jeb got bit down by a dog for 4 lethal. Jeb punched it for only 1 bruise bashing. Then another dog bit his leg for 3 lethal. I had 1 bashing damage left. I was like,
You were flat out dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Right. A giant panther leapt over the car, hit Jeb for 2 lethal, dropping him. Red came over to Jeb, did some engine mumbo jumbo. Father Albright blessed his knuckles and went to the roof with Finn. Albright and Finn met the big bad guy throwing stuff from the roof. Tommy shot and killed the demon dogs. Oh yeah, that was badass. Tommy had he grabbed MP5s from the fucking
MP7s.
yeah from the back of the truck and just fucking unloaded on those dogs because they were just ripping Jeb apart. Tommy shot and killed the demon dogs. Red pulled Jeb into the limo. Floyd and Bart are in Floyd's truck waiting for everyone. Finn reloaded her pistol with silver ammo. Then after this, once we ended up getting the fuck out of there, Solon told us to go dark. So he basically told all the TFV, me and Tommy and Finn, go dark. And we had a reactivation code with the reactivation phrase is Blackhawks. Then we met some guy named Cruz. A mage who is working with a group trying to help Alice. Says there are 2 groups in, and it looks like Diver. Looks like 2 groups in something. The Catholic Church is one, and the criminal drug dealing organized crime. Sorry if these notes suck. There's a guy named James.
My God, this is the best. I feel like
right.
I feel like I'm there.
From the last year and a half. James Rose or Reese works with the church. A person of interest may have leads to the demon with the yellow grin. So me and Kono probably are going to be fucking super on that. And then St. Mary of the Angels Church at 1850 North Hermitage Avenue. And then, which brings us to our very last session where we got the radio comm over TFV radio from Echoes, identified as Echo 01, said to remove a lump in the thigh, which was a tracking device, which we did. Our group was fired on by military-type assailants. Father Albright shot by a guy. Father Albright shot back and killed, ? Target. So, again, he shot him in the neck. Not sure if he's dead or not. There was a second guy, Big Dan Duchesne, ran over another shooter. Jeff threw back in the back of Dan's truck. We got information, I believe it was from Blake, that vampires are using paranormal cocaine. And Blake is TFV going after Solon, who was responsible for the guys going after us at the cafe. So that is what I have. Hopefully that wasn't too fucking convoluted, but I definitely did run into some shit where I was like, oh, hey, this is shit I may have forgotten in the last 18 months.
Are you sure you don't have any more? Because I don't.
Oh, you. I'm like, how far back do you want me to go?
Well, I'm just happy Jeb remembered.
Like 4 pages just of the Edwin H. Gott.
Jeb actually remembered where I was, which is all that fucking matters.
I'm like, oh. Let's see. There was a firefight in Silver Bay. Date is Wednesday, October 21st. And I have Father Albright can exorcise demons. I don't even have the year written down on this. This is probably from like 2018. Oh yeah, and then we met that's when we crossed streams with Task Force Cascade, which is another group. Yeah, but yeah. Sorry if that was overwrought and too long.
No.
No, my favorite thing that Jeb remembered, he wrote back to me, and I was like, I think I was with you, right? And he wrote back to me, yeah, you were on recon and started having conversations with random passerbys.
I
So
believe
that
there was
makes
a woman with like a West Yorkshire Terrier or something, and you went up and you started talking about like the breed of dog, and she was like, "Who are
Yeah.
you?" She's like, "Get away from me, you random homeless person!"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what? No,
Yeah,
no.
all right, all
That happened
right.
on the
see?
street. Yeah. Yeah.
that shit's good,
Bart was
man.
playing
That's good stuff.
recon. You know, he was a tall, skinny, lanky white guy in the middle
Right.
of like an area where that's not common.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks up to a woman, starts talking about his dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dog, yeah. You're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. And she's like,
Of
"What
course, which made
I
both
I don't sound like that.
Tommy and Jeb were just like, fuck.
he's gonna totally blow us. Like, yeah, he's gonna
I
compromise.
just,
Sorry,
love,
I
I
think
just
that
love
took a
that you
super
guys.
long time.
I love that you guys keep track of it for me because I don't. When Bunny and Sunshine are there, I have really no idea.
I know I should have been keeping better track of this, and like I have random notes scribbled in random places, so I never know where the hell we are with stuff. Especially we have such long breaks between playing. We come back and I'm like, what the hell? What was the last thing we did?
I have decent notes. My thing is 2 days ago I pulled all my notes out and I'm going through them and doing everything, and then I put them somewhere, and where that somewhere is.
You're right. Yep. You put him somewhere that made total sense at the time.
It totally did. I
need
had
to-
all three
I
of my
need to-
notebooks stacked.
I need to keep this safe.
Yeah.
Let me
I had my
hide it
notes of
here.
what I've been tracking for the last 2.5 years. I had my notes on what my plans are, and then I had my journal, and it's like they're all somewhere. But anyway, so yeah, so that's a really good recap. Where the group is right now is everybody just dug, well, all of the Task Force Valkyrie people like cut into their left hip, pulled out a little tracking device, crushed it. They found the corpse of the guy who was part of the team that tried to take him out. They found a tracking device on him too, crushed it, and now you are looking to GTFO.
Yeah, we
Yes.
crushed it. We crushed it.
Yeah, I already I sent a message to or a whisper to Floyd that I'm going to try to strip the safe house of everything of value that we have. You know, I mean, obviously I'm going to leave the cots and food and random bullshit, but anything that is going to be any ordnance, things like that, I am going to grab. And then I asked Floyd if he had any surveillance equipment that he could set up so we could see who the fuck is trying to get the drop on us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so I will do. I'm going to go through since this is technically my safe house. I will go through and try to grab everything of value. Which is probably, I've got a couple shrapnel grenades. I have an anti-personnel mine, a smoke grenade. I have a long range scope for a sniper rifle, field binoculars, night vision goggles.
Demon with a what? Yellow smile, was it that you said?
Yeah. Demon with the
Yellow
yellow
tooth
grin.
grin.
Yeah.
With the yellow
Yellow-
tooth grin?
Yellow
Yeah,
tooth
that-
grin.
That's the motherfucker right there.
Jeb's been looking for that guy for a long time.
Yeah, he might wind up in hell in the other campaign with y'all. Hunting down the demon with the yellow tooth grin.
Can appreciate that. Okay. What is everybody else doing?
We can
I
get
don't-
everybody organized.
Fucking sitting
we
here
got a safe house
bleeding
I can
with
go
my
to.
goddamn gunshot wounds.
Yeah,
Trying to
I'm
get
thinking
somewhere
Floyd.
with some medical attention.
Yeah, I'm thinking Floyd and Nakono both know the layout of this safe house really well, so we could probably strip it, of all essential, goods, pretty quickly. but you know, everybody else probably kind of like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mhm.
Have not been there.
I can transport Albright +1 in my car to a new safe house, and I can leave the guys remaining the address. It's a warehouse down by the docks. There's only one other individual there. It's a trusted agent, ER doctor, and she could be on standby to help. But she's got maybe a 3-hour window. That's the only amount of work that she's got, and then she's got to go.
Mark, can I make a medical roll just to like at least try to bandage my own self up while these fucking
Yeah.
idiots figure out what they have to do? Okay. So what
Absolutely.
would I roll? Medicine plus what?
Intelligence.
So if it's 6, is it 6d10 or is it 1d10 plus 6?
You roll, yeah, it's 60-10, and then anything A plus is a success.
All right, rolling. So I got 2 10s and a 9.
All right, roll 2 more. Okay, that didn't help, but yeah, you know what to do. You patch yourself up pretty well. The bleeding that's been happening is slowed down significantly. The risk of infection is lowered. It's still not gone though.
I need some fucking tequila.
Yep, that Irish whiskey tequila. All right. Everybody else? Bartholomew, Floyd.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
feeling
No,
better.
actually, go ahead. It'll take me a while to not frame it in my brain.
Well, shit, I'm feeling better. Let's go fucking kill some people now.
Well, you're stabilized. You're not feeling better per se.
Hey, you don't tell me. I can know if I can pull a trigger or not.
Fair.
Right. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. That's all you got to do.
Or 1 in the foot. I mean, that's also equal.
1 in the foot, 1 in the dick. Get out of work too. I mean, that's
The middle,
Depending,
though.
first
depending
shoot him
on
in
what
the
you
foot
want to
when they're
get
hopping
done.
around. Put them in the dick. There you go. I believe that's standard U.S. military procedure right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
It'd be nice to go kill those guys that fucking shot me, though. If they're not already dead. That would have been nice. Did you guys get revenge at least? I fought a fucking werewolf for you cocksuckers. And I fucking shot someone for you and got shot. What did you do for me? What have you done for me lately, team?
Jeb
Come on,
was
team.
bleeding out of every orifice he had and came stumbling out of the fucking car with the minigun and cleared the entire hallway.
I respect that. I respect that.
I was just like, Adrian.
I love it. I
This
love
is
it.
what I've done for you lately.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
unconscious. He was nearly dead. That was almost a party wipe.
Oh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. Well, why are TPKs
What heroes are made of, right?
most
That's the
memorable
stuff
of the
heroes are made of, right there. God damn it.
Okay, so you guys collect all of the important, essential equipment. Go up the stairs. Open up the hatch again.
Just a
Yep.
heads up, Lord of Darkness. I did some texting, and I'll send you that to you
Sexting?
for a moment.
Some sexting.
Bartholomew is sexting the DM.
Yes, I'm sexting. I'm sexting right now.
Hey, however you can get
Funny.
inspiration. Like
That's how you get the extra XP.
Look, Mark wrote everything down. Everybody's doing brilliant shit. I got to do something to get XP. For fuck's sake.
Here's some pictures of my nipple. It's very nice. I'm just showing the right one.
Little hairy, just a little hairy.
That's not even the pierced one.
Well, that you're gonna do something special for me, my friend. That's after XP. Then we'll see.
Okay.
That
So
was
you guys-
XP, then we'll see.
Well, Well, so instead of helping to clear out the hideout, Floyd just says to like Bart and well, Father Albright's bleeding out, so Floyd just says to Bart, "Yo, man, go just follow Okono and do what he tells you to do. I got some stuff I got to do out here."
I fear I've been rather insensitive to his Native American heritage, so I have a feeling he's not
Native
gonna,
Ameritage.
I don't think he's going to be, is he going to take care of me, or is he going to like? Well, I don't want to say anything because I feel like I'm gonna.
You're there. Just tell him you're there to help. If he has a problem with that, tell him to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I'll have a Coke.
I was at his cabin. The guy who wrote that.
Ron Jeremy.
That I like to teach the world to sing. That guy. I was at his cabin once.
Yeah. Anyways,
someone almost drowned in his pool. Did you know that shit?
Yeah, and
that was a crazy weekend, man.
Okay, just go to the Indian.
We had some Coke and lots of smiles. Oh man, did we have some fucking Coke?
Did you snort the demon Coke, Bartholomew, that be floating around these days?
No, but I think I heard of that shit though.
Have you been influenced by it, my friend? Have you been influenced by it, do you think?
But Coke in general.
But the demon Coke, the demon.
No, I stay away from that shit because that's.
How do you know the difference, my friend?
How do I know the difference?
But then you.
God bless you. God bless you, preacher.
Okay then, sir. Then if you know this, my friend, then how do you then lead us to the culprit if you can follow the trail?
Look, I've already texted Bunny and Sunshine to like figure out where that shit's coming from. And they have got their ears to the ground, Is that how you say it? Or they've got the ears to the rails, they could hear the train. Or
either way,
horses. They could put their ear to the ground to hear the horses rumbling across the plains,
Boom, boom, boom.
They've got their ears, they're listening
I feel like
to some shit.
We could sing a song. Put our ears to the ground.
Yeah, right. I don't understand, but look, I'll look after it. You look after yourself. You don't look great.
You understand just goddamn well what I said.
Look, I heard you ask for tequila earlier. I've got something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a flask. I don't know if you want to take that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
very much obliged. Hey.
Just slam it back. I'm pretty sure nothing hallucinogenic in there. I would say. I'm not going to venture a percentage.
Okay, so after you say that, I took one good gulp of what you just gave me. So whatever that is, I'm not sure, but I took a good gulp, and that's
you're pretty sure. If your taste buds, how good are your taste buds?
Good. They're magnificent.
It's really expensive scotch with Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Okay. What's that? It's carbonated, my friend. Usually a scotch isn't carbonated. It doesn't have that.
No. It's how I like it. I like when the bubbles hit, the effervescence, I think they call that.
Very well.
That's a band, isn't it? Effervescence. Oh shit, that fucks me up. Because it's like this, and then it's the band, right? Wake me up inside. Right, that's it. Wake me up in. You don't know, do you? You're not.
No, I don't.
It's all right.
I really don't know.
You should hear it though. It's good. I've got my iPod here. I don't have it on me, but I promise. When you're feeling better, or stick it on your ears and have you hear it because it's fun shit, man. I think
I'm feeling better already, man. I'm feeling better already.
Good. Enjoy it's the Dr. Pepper, man, that does it.
That's
what's tickling. That's what's tickling your sinuses right now. Is the Dr. Pepper?
No, that's some people tell you it's Jesus, wouldn't they? I'd be one to tell you different.
You know what? It's very similar. I think it's very similar. It's that same Dr. Pepper, Jesus,
Jesus
caffeinated,
is carbon dioxide. I see. I see what you're
caffeinated.
saying. It's the bubbles
What's
that
the
leave
word?
when you pop the can.
Yeah, see what I'm exactly. Look, these are great. If I had all night and you weren't dying, we would have some sort of.
Oh, mate, I'm
I
not dying.
hope you
Hey,
don't die.
hey,
Don't
hey.
die, all right? Because I like you.
Look at this. Do you see? I covered this just fine.
Oh Christ! Yeah. No, I mean Christ. That's you got him on the line, don't you? No, you're
Well,
going to be
no.
fine. You're going to be
About that.
fine. You're not going to die. We don't have to bury you in some random location in the woods.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Okay. Enjoy though. Have the whole thing.
I would like to get back in the fight though.
Drink up.
Now back to our regularly programmed schedule. Our scheduling program. Which way does it go?
Back to our
Where the dark
regular, not inebriated
one?
program.
You take it from here.
Sorry.
I do want to shoot somebody though. Like they shot me. It's fucked up.
Yeah, Jay, I'm not sure if you're the track and roll 20, but I did just send you a whisper. This is such a subterfuge game.
What? No. I don't even know the meaning of subterfuge.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. As you guys are like kind of filing out, having all sorts of weird random discussions about weird random things, Jeb is like looking around, acting all kind of focused, but kind of hoity-toity, like talking to different people, all intense. Bartholomew's doing his Bartholomew thing. Father Albright's looking angry and, pissed off and kind of in pain. Floyd's kind of like looking around, messing with different things. Like he goes over to a file cabinet and fucks around with that a little bit. Goes outside, starts messing around with different trees and different things that are outside. Like looks like he might be fucking around with one of the cars, but it might not be. Okono is like kind of silently just walking along, being the Zen master that he is. Blake, what is Blake doing at this point?
I would say I am working my phone right now, trying to get a hold of somebody. I'm standing there kind of off to the side, keeping an eye on some folks, but I'm trying to get an update on information right now, just to kind of figure out how much time do we really have.
Okay, that's also kind of like what Bartholomew was doing too, but on a different edge of the group. Like he did his talking and
slightly more exorbitant scale, I believe.
Yep.
Did somebody say my name?
Bartholomew is like he's on his phone, but you don't know if he's looking at porn, trying to score coke, or looking at the Muppets on YouTube.
It's
like
time to.
Could be equal chance of any of those.
It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
It's probably the Muppets.
To put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to meet the Muppets. Most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational.
You guys all get the feeling that okay,
hey,
should probably get moving now.
Hey, look, we've got about a 3-hour window. I do have a doc that I can get the Padre to. We can get him some
Yeah.
immediate medical attention. So if we get moving now, we could go, and we're going to beat any problems.
Shit,
The
yeah,
read
that's
that I have right now is that there are teams coming in, but we've got a little bit of time. We got more reaction time. If we move now, we can get Father Albright hooked up, but we're going to have to get on the road after that. So whatever your next lead is that you need to follow, that's what I need to know about. I know you, and I know who you're dealing with Solon. What I don't know is the territory here in Chicago. So I've got to rely on you for that. So as long as I can keep the rest of TFV off of you, we've got to figure out what you tripped that Solon pulled this hit on you for. If you guys are following me on that, we can get moving and get after something.
yeah.
You guys doing
Right.
anything with that?
Yeah. Well, I think we need to get him okay, right? So not bring him to someone who can treat him better than my Scotch and DP are doing right now. Right. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look familiar at all. Not sure who you are, really.
Sorry.
You know what it feels like? It feels like I've been watching a soap opera, right? And then they change the actor. And that there's somebody standing here in front of me that I'm not quite sure which character you play on the show. I wish I had like a program or something to look it up. Because I'm very confused.
Hey, Jeb.
Would that be a program or would it be a schedule?
No, it's the scheduled program. Really. And you just got to be from Essex, really. It's not.
Program schedule.
You saw it on the
Hey,
telly.
Jeb, can you control that guy? Can you keep an eye on him?
Jeb, I know Jeb. See, he's the same face. You're the same face, Jeb. Thank you for being the same face. Who is this person?
This is clearly something I've done in a past life that's making me live through this right now.
Just another government stooge.
It's almost like he did
Round
that as
about
an
that shit.
aside. It's like he did that as an aside, but I heard him. It was weird, really. I'm okay, really. Jeb knows. Hey, Jeb. We're good. Big
Sorry, my
guy.
roll 20 is acting all fucked up right now.
Yeah.
It's not letting
You
me
work.
chat.
You work out, right?
Work out.
Yeah, I don't so
I'm
much,
sexy
really.
and I know it.
Jeb, he's looking at me funny. Can I stand? Is it okay if I stand on the other side of you, Jeb? Yes. You're very quiet. It's making me nervous.
Okay, so you guys all get up into vehicles and moving to a different safe house.
I'm going to try to stick close to Jeb and try to be close to him because this other new person is confusing me.
This is good. That means he's not in my car. I'm all about this. So I've got Albright with me. I need a +1, and we're good. But I'm all about Bartholomew will stay with Jeb. I think that's a great idea.
Well, Floyd is taking off on his own.
Lord of Darkness, do I notice he's being very standoffish of me? Probably not.
Perception.
Right? Oh, God, I get to roll something. Fucking hey. This is great shit. Perception. Okay. So that would be like perception is what? Really? Let me look at the bottom of my sheet. Perception is. Greg, you're smart. What is it? Perception.
Perception. It should be at the very bottom of your character sheet.
That's what I'm looking at. I
Yes.
haven't seen it yet.
It's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm looking. All the way at the bottom.
Really, you can't see it. It's right there. It jumps right out
there.
at you.
Yep.
Under it says common rolls, knockdown.
Oh, Christ on a cracker. I was looking below it. I was looking below it. How in the world did I get 4 successes on perception? Dear Lord, that's lovely.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
I
Yeah, you absolutely do.
can I tell you, I relax a little bit then. I'm not as freaked out now. Now that I know he's a little freaked out about me,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to know I freaked somebody out still. Still got it.
You still got it.
Still got that shit.
Okay, so Floyd, you're in a vehicle of your own.
Okay.
Jeb, Tommy is also with you.
Yeah, we I believe we had the Armada.
Mhm.
But then we also have Dan Duchesne's fucking big
Yeah,
fucking
his big muscle
lifted-
truck.
Yeah. Because
How many- how
I
many
know
total-
Blake
how many
said get the
total
fuck rid
vehicles
of
we
the
got?
Armada. The Armada is
1, 2,
absolutely
3,
being tracked.
4. We got 5 total vehicles, right? Is that right? Am I off on that?
Yeah, you've got Floyd's like Jeep truck. You've got the Armada. You've got Disorderly Dan's big muscle truck. You've got the vehicle that you showed up in. And I think that's it. I think there's 4
Perfect.
vehicles.
All right, we got 4 wheels.
Yeah.
All right, I've called that into the safe house, so we've got 4 victors coming in. I'll take the
Okay.
lead vehicle. Give me about 2 minutes to pull up into the parking lot, and everybody else can pile in after me. That way, the defenses won't kick in and like turn you into shrapnel before you get out of your car.
Okay.
And
so
at
you
that
guys-
point, I pull up to the warehouse.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yep. You guys
as
all
I'm
get
getting
there.
outside, you see a figure come out of the warehouse, and they look pretty familiar to you. It's somebody that you've seen and worked with on your team before, and her name is Finn.
Oh shit, Finn.
Yeah.
Service. You gonna pop up? Bring.
She looks at Blake and she has like this facial reaction of respect and kind of acknowledgement. She looks at Jeb and sees his kind of like joyous, oh Finn. She's like, fucking children. And then she kind of pans back to Blake and she's like, fucking really?
I owe you one, and I'm sorry, but we got to do this. Now, we got one of the guys in the car, Albright the priest. Do you know him as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Worked
All
with
right.
worked with him at the church.
Okay.
That
Let's
that
get
was
him out of the car and let's get him back onto your work table. and
Isn't
let's
that really hot chick that got shot to shit? Is that who that is?
Be the one.
yeah.
Oh, good. All right, I remember you. Hi.
I'm pretty sure she's
All
gonna
right.
remember you, bro.
All right, bring
She's
him
one hard-boiled bitch.
bring him in. Bring him in. If you can keep the swinging big dicks out of here, I'd appreciate it.
I just got to get him off the street, Finn.
Yeah.
Like we got to buy a little bit of time, and I'm gonna get him out of here. But
We
we just
got
need a little
this.
bit of help.
All right, bring him down to my room.
All right, let's go.
So she's got so you guys go down, so you go into the warehouse. There's like an office building off to the right, big open warehouse.
Oh God.
There's some more office buildings that are kind of like hugging up against the wall to the left. You go into that building, you go into the office area, you open up a door. There's a staircase going downstairs. You go down them stairs. They cross to the left. You get into a little basement area. It opens up into a room with a lot of fluorescent lighting. and there are 6 tables, 3 to each side of the wall. The far wall is a bank of like metal cabinets. And then you realize that what you're looking at looks a lot like a morgue. Um, and then she says, "Okay, put them on this table right here. It's a stainless steel, aluminum-looking table." And then so you put Father Albright down on the table. Father Albright, you're doing all of this actively, willingly.
I mean, it looks legit to me. What the fuck, mate? I mean, come on.
Willingly, huh? You're letting that
Okay.
happen?
She looks at you and she says, "So you can you take your shirt off, or do you want me to cut it off?"
Here, I take it off.
Okay. You take off that shirt. She ends up she's got like a cool little cabinet thing on wheels, with all sorts of medical instruments. You can tell that she's worked here before, and this is kind of like her little home base. She goes into doing some deep sanitizing of the gunshot wounds that you've had.
Yeah, give it to me.
It's
Fuck yeah. Feels good.
it's not as painful as you've experienced before.
Either way, if it hurts, it means it's working.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some pain involved with it. But she gets in there, and let me gotta get this checked out here. Okay, so she cleans you up really well, and you can take off 3 damage that you've had.
What
3 of
kind?
your wounds. You can take out 3 of the lethal.
Ooh, fucking Finn.
Like, she did some really, really good work on you.
It's not
Thank
the
you.
first time
Thank you
either.
so much. I feel so much better. You're blessed in what you do, dear. You're so blessed in what you do.
You can tell that she's working with like some top-notch stuff.
Yeah, you're blessed. Fucking top of the line.
Don't
Anyone give her
Don't
some
have to
give
worry
her
about
a
me.
fucking tip.
I was gonna
Give
say,
her a fucking tip.
don't forget to tip your service. Or services.
You know, as I'm
He
a
says,
man of the
"Don't-"
church, so I don't have any money. So somebody else has to tip you, you know?
She goes, we know that the church has all of the money, and don't worry about me."
Ah.
She goes, I would appreciate it if you don't go off and get yourself killed by doing something stupid.
You know, doing something stupid is what saves the world. That's what saves the world, is doing something stupid. So I'll be doing something stupid, and I hope you're there to fix me up.
And the fact that you're Catholic argues the point that you're making so strongly.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it wasn't good. And I won't take it personally. So you can go about your day and go fuck yourself, okay?
That changed directions quickly.
I love that
and-
priest.
And that's what I appreciate about the Catholics.
That's what I appreciate about you, Finn.
She looks at Blake and says, "So, sir, is there anything else that you'd like from me with this crew?" She was actually on the GOT when it started going down.
Yep. Then I think we're good.
She's
what
been
we're
with
gonna
us
do is-
through lots of shit.
Oh yeah. She got plugged at Our
At
Lady
the,
of
at the church, she almost
at the
died.
church, St. Michael Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah.
If I could only show you the text thread that she sent me back when I said we were coming over, you would know that I understand all that and how much I now
She's
owe her.
probably like, for fuck's sake, are you kidding me?
Thanks for bringing these bastards.
There's like a lot of
Bullets and all of them
skull
fucking
and
call it a
eggplant
day.
emojis. I don't know what that means, but it didn't look good. Um,
Got the group. They call themselves Voltron.
so,
She calls the group point in direction of bad guys, pull string, let go.
Light fuse and get away.
Yes. Yes. Light fuse, run.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right. Finn, just give us a couple more minutes. We'll get out of here. What we may need to do is stash at least one vehicle in here to consolidate, maybe two, just for a second.
Not a problem.
Worst comes to worst, you can take the keys to my car. Just treat it nice.
Mm.
All right. I guess here's my question to you guys. What's the last thread that you need to pull so we can get back on track? What's the target? Place, person, what was the last thing that pulled this trigger before Solon put the hit on you? One of you said it in the recap.
Last thing that made a whole lot of sense to me was this James Reese. Is it Reese or Rose? Can't tell if that's a
We'll say
watermark.
Reese.
Reese. Okay. He's supposed to be found over at St. Mary of the Angels Church, 1850 North Hermitage Ave.
Father
Thank you.
Albright, you know anything about that church?
No, I ain't never been there. Done no recon on that neither. So
The other Father Albright. Father, you know anything about that church?
You know, they haven't come up on the list, so no, I don't know much about them, mate.
Let's say we take a visit to that church.
It's worthwhile. You never know what they be up to, these fucking devils.
Yeah.
I'd say
But
that sounds.
we got to
good
play
to
this
me.
kind of cool. So, like, don't open up until you have positive identification because you don't know who else is walking around right now.
I'll tell you,
So-
it's
Absolutely.
been.
Hey, cool's my middle name.
No, I haven't been to so many churches in so fucking long. This is great shit. I'm digging this shit, man. I never get the chance. Like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
We always need somebody to be a good distraction. You're welcome, Bartholomew. Come on.
Hey, big new guy. We're good.
Hey, Lord of Darkness. Jeb's gonna walk over to Finn and be like, "Hey, what's up, Finn?
She nods at you.
You remember the first time we crossed paths was after we had that little tussle with them fucking furries outside of the Green Door Tavern. You gave me this here pill bottle. You was saying that I need to take one of these like every 3 days and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck are these pills? Because in the last like 12 hours, I found out that TFV may not be exactly on the level. Found out I had a tracker implanted in my thigh. What the fuck are these goddamn pills?
Those pills, you don't have to worry about that. I understand what you're saying about the tracker, though. That's called Crimnoxin. And if you had been bitten by anything that would give you a supernatural toxicity, if you will, that will highly increase your chances of it getting knocked out of your system
I'm gonna
before
look
you
at Blake.
turned.
I'm gonna look over at Blake and go, does that sound about right?
It's on the level.
It could be worse. You could have Plutoxin 9.
I'll
Just nod vertically. It's good. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're good.
You don't have to
take
drink it
another
now.
one.
Side
Stuff
effects
it back in
won't
my
even know.
pocket. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't turned now, you're not going to.
I'm just
So
gonna
if
say,
you
all right.
haven't taken that and you still have it, keep it on you.
I'm gonna say, hey, all right, yeah. I just
I mean, if
Oh,
you
shit,
do
we
start
going up above
noticing any
TFV now.
rashes or other kind of skin ailments, you probably want to like just take more of the pills faster. If you can take all of them at once, that'd be great.
It's to cure your.
more is better.
It's a broad spectrum antibiotic to
That's,
cure your.
that's pretty much how Motrin works, right? You just take more of it.
Broad spectrum antibiotic. There you go.
Taking
Mhm.
all of it.
It's for your
Actually,
it's
technically,
for
it
your
was
gonorrhea.
Toxin 7. That was my callback to Escape from LA.
Hey,
That was a
Floyd.
what?
Floyd.
That was an actual thing you pulled out.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
Floyd.
was the virus that they gave Snake Plissken, or the faux virus they gave Snake Plissken to.
Really? That's
uh,
awesome. I just
to
made
send
up
him into
Crypnoxin.
LA.
Crypnoxin, I like it.
I
Shit,
just
see, I was
pulled
thinking,
that
I was
up.
like, oh shit, that sounds like some real shit.
Especially like the
Storyteller
like
mode,
the
baby. I was like, full on, man.
crypto
That's right,
noxin.
that's right, yeah, that's right.
Crypnoxin.
Anything
Brilliant.
that ends with sin is
Right? Yeah.
it's
It's
antibiotic.
automatically sounds like that's a
really,
good thing.
like, if you throw some kind of like number letter combination after that, so it sounds really official. That's
Yep,
like some shit, right?
yep.
Oh, that's Crypnoxin 11. That's great. Way better than Crypnoxin 10, and exponentially
Crypnoxin
better
10
than
killed a lot
As
of
a total
people.
out of character aside, I'm gonna start pushing that on Instagram right now to see if I can make people think that's a new coronavirus.
Yes,
We're gonna be
please.
billionaires by the end of the week.
Heard about this?
Please stop by your local veterinarian or feed store.
Your local game and
The
hobby
only-
shop should
the
be
only
able to
cure-
supply you with Crypnoxin 11.
The only cure is Crypnoxin 11.
Oh Christ! Oh, hey
That's
Floyd,
fucked up.
Floyd.
Yes.
What? Do you know whatever happened to Tommy and Gina?
Wait, Floyd's not there. Floyd is in his truck by himself.
You know what?
You turn to
You
the
know what? Then
passenger
I
seat.
still do it. I still hear what, and then I just say randomly out loud in front of everybody, "What happened to Tommy and Gina?" Floyd's not here, is he?
Floyd's just.
Never mind. Unless one of you have an answer.
I mean, I think Tommy's he's prepping the safe house for evac. But if you want me to grab him, I can go see what happened to him. And what's their name?
Did he
Gina?
used to work on the docks?
I'll go ask him.
Okay.
You sit tight. I'll go get him, brother.
All right, thank you. Or you can just text him or whatnot. I just don't have his number and whatever.
Okay.
The fuck is the internet?
Does he know Gina?
Dude, my roll 20 is acting so weird right now.
I don't remember. I don't know.
It couldn't be worse than Twitch. Crypnoxin. Yeah, there we go.
I think it was Crypt, wasn't it? Crypt.
I thought it was trip. I thought you were saying trip. That's why I put Tripnox.
Crypnoxin. Yeah, anything.
I thought it was.
Yeah. It all sounds super legit. If some government employee came by and said, "You need to take this Tripnoxin," yeah, all right, yeah, fucking A, I'll take that shit.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Which
The
sounds
thing
like
that's really
which
messing up
sounds
with
like
my roll 20 is it's the chat. Like my chat, my whispers and everything that's coming up is just acting super weird. Like my windows are kicking out and
no, those are
going
just
back
regular
in.
things I'm sending you.
We're gonna blame it all on Bart.
Oh, just blame it on
But yeah,
Bart.
no, we can still keep going through it.
So,
To be honest, I was asking Lord of Darkness what happened to Tommy and Gina. Really, that's why he's confused.
Don't need to. Don't need to.
Oh yeah.
Blame it on Bartholomew or Bob for short.
Blame it on John Bovey.
Blame it on the Bart, yeah.
My-
You got
my
blame it on the
favorite-
Bart,
Yes.
because the
My
Bart
most
don't
favorite fucked up
die,
tattoo ever.
and the Bart don't care. You got to blame it on something or thing. Sorry,
Yeah,
thing,
there-
thing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
You
do that.
can
You
look it
guys
up.
do that. You guys do the
Look up
thing.
John Bovey tattoo. It like the more you look at it, the worse it gets. Because in quotes, first of all, there's I'm gonna very loosely in air quotes say portrait of a human It looks like a sort of Walmart Pinocchio, and then it says in quotes, it says, "It's is my life,"
Oh my God! Can we
and
coin
then
that?
and then it
Can we
and then
can
it
we
has
coin
the
can
dash.
we coin the phrase Walmart Pinocchio, please?
Walmart Pinocchio.
Can we
and then
trademark it now?
It attributes the
Fucking
quote
A.
to not John Bon Jovi, which would be correct.
It's
but
like a lying
John Bovey.
puppet from Walmart, you know.
John Bovey.
Sean Bovey. It's is my life.
John Bovine.
Is my life.
I feel like that's one of those tattoos that's not. It doesn't really exist, or if it.
Oh
does,
no, there's a photo of it.
Well, if it does really exist, I feel like it's like a a joke. Like they
You
knew.
would think.
They knew.
I think it's John Bon Bovine.
You would think, come sit in my chair for about a decade, and then you'll see some shit.
He's got cows.
I see some shit, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hey team,
Yeah. The shit
I
ain't
think I
working.
got an idea. So a little bird from the DEA just told me that it looks like we might end up with a little bit of a cocaine party in downtown. So we got a couple options here. We can split the crew, we can work the church, or we can work the party.
Well, that's
Or-
a fucking no-brainer. Let's go.
Wait a minute, are you saying this out loud?
Hold on. Or
Are you saying this out loud? Are you saying there's a cocaine party going on?
Bartholomew, you're going to the church.
Then why are we not there?
That's all I'm telling you.
Well, wait,
Bartholomew's already halfway
quiet,
to the
everybody,
party.
quiet. Where am I going? Where am I going?
You're going to
He
go to the church.
instinctively turns on his
Jet,
fucking
quiet, Jet,
cocaine
quiet.
bar.
Where am I going? New person who's large.
Trust me, you're going to go to the church. It'll be awesome.
That's where the cocaine party is. I knew it.
Better.
Fucking knew
Better
it.
than cocaine.
What?
Adrenochrome. Look it up on Google. You'll love it. All right.
Oh, I don't need to look that shit up.
Here's what I think. Here's what I recommend
I
we
think
do.
I got some of that shit.
This is a no shit lead. Now here's the thing. I don't know if it's tied to what you've already found, but before the DEA gets there, I might be able to hold them off if we want to go crash that party. So I can wave them off for a little bit if we move, or we let that pass, let the DEA roll that up, see how that goes, and we take the church. But you guys know the city. I don't. Like, what's your read?
Well, depending on how much cocaine's there, I could probably fit a large portion of it up my nostrils.
Again, we absolutely know that the best place for you on the battlefield right now is going to be the church. I promise.
No, that's good. That's good. Just know that I've very vacuous nostrils. They're very
Vacuous.
they're
So
large.
Kono, you remember the amount of cocaine that the mages that you were talking to said?
I don't.
Where you were like, "That's astronomical. It's stupid how much cocaine there could be there." I
No.
think he said like 10 keys,
Okay.
and you're like,
That's a lot of cocaine.
"Are there like
Just
5,000
remember, if you need,
people there all
It's like,
having
yeah,
that cocaine?"
yeah. How many people are getting down? And you're like,
if you
you're
need,
like,
if you
that,
need
that
me,
was your reaction.
you were like
vacuous,
50,
vacuous
60?
nostrils.
That was, whoa.
vacuous.
You were like, "That's a lot of fucking cocaine," and you know that what St. John's talking about right now is that
know,
event
people
that
think I'm
the
dumb, but
that
I
the
know the
mages
word
had
vacuous.
warned you about.
That's the cocaine party I was warned about. Well, the player, do not recall any of that. The character Kono might, but either way, he's thinking that he needs to make sure he's at that
Okay.
party.
I like where your head's at.
I feel like that's a combo. Player character
good call.
combo. We approve.
All right. If that's the read, I recommend we start rolling. So I've got an address. Let's go 1246 West Randolph. If we can pull up a lay of the land, Jeb, you got tactical. Let's know what the building looks like. What do we got for entrance points? I recommend we just walk in, see what's up. We probably need 2 guys going in the front, 1 guy covering out front on sniper. After that, we're going to kind of play it by ear unless we got a read on what the building looks like. How many floors? Have we got a basement? What are we looking at? Now, the last time that you guys laid this out for me, you said you had both mages and you had blooders. So my question, since we're talking with supernatural stuff, do we know if the vampires are Tremere or are they something else? That's exactly the look I think Jeb would give me, by the way. Well played, Mark.
Yeah. Say again. What the bloodsuckers you're saying they're trapezers? What?
Tremere.
You don't listen much when we do briefings earlier when you come on to the task force, do you? Okay. All right.
No, I hear everything you're saying.
No,
Hey,
but just talk to my player. Say, Mark.
stop doing that. What? No, I'm listening all the time.
Okay, check it
Stop
out.
touching that. That ain't yours. Leave that alone.
I got ears here, here, and over there, and right over here too.
All right. Check it out. Like, you guys understand that the bloodsuckers, they run in different clans or houses, right? So Tremere, that's normally the group or the clan that runs in the magic circles. They will occasionally work with mages. They do a lot of blood magic. They do a lot of other kind of hermetic magic. So if they're mixed into this, there's a good chance that that's the clan. Now, the funny part about that is the Prince of Chicago, I don't think he's a Tremere. At least that's the last intel we had. That might be good to know later. So it kind of tells you got 2 different flavors of bloodsuckers that you're dealing with right now.
Uh-huh.
Either way, vampire is vampire. Like, I think we know how to deal with that.
Hey, large new guy, are you going to stick with us? Because you seem pretty fucking smart. I'm just saying, right? Like,
I'm
he
going to make
seems-
sure that I'm in the right place at the right time. How about that?
that's with us, bitch. Nice. We're all good. We're all good, mister.
It's a two.
Mister.
It's a,
Mister. Do you remember that shit? Mister.
the building is 2 stories.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody who's been
Yeah.
in Iraq knows Mista.
No, yeah. Blake,
Yes, we
yeah.
do.
Mister.
Don't worry about Bart. Believe it or not, he's actually proved himself in a firefight more than once. So
What?
all
Good. You can watch him.
Well, that's
Volunteering. I can work. I can work on this all
night.
night, but we really got shit to do.
Jeb, don't worry about it. I've got me.
No,
I know
guess,
what it's like to watch me, bitch. I know. So it's not easy. I'll watch me.
No.
The funny
No,
thing
Blake.
is, you don't actually have to watch Bartholomew. As terrible as you think the outcome is going to be, somehow it all works out in the end.
See?
All right.
He's my
So-
best friend.
All right. So you
You ain't
guys
wrong.
tell me that
Do a high
who's the
five
number
later,
one
bitch.
close guy that can walk into a room and figure out what's going on.
Is that
Like, who do you got?
I mean, all right. So the intel that you got. I mean,
I
are
can
we
tell you who
walking
it's
into
probably not.
this cocaine party we're talking about? Are we talking about like? Are we talking about 10 possible perps here at this party? We're talking 100 or something in between.
I think you have a party, and then you have other things going on. If you
All right.
roll into this place, and by the Google machine, it tells me it's referred to as the Lover's Playground. You're probably going to have a whole bunch of normies there, and then you're going to have some bloodsuckers in the background, and you may or may not have some spell slingers. So, a couple things. If you ever fought a mage, and you know what they can do because you got some of that happening here on your crew, you better prioritize them number 1. But you're going to have a lot of normies running around, so we don't really know what's going on in there, other than there's a lot of live humans. I don't know that this is necessarily a total free fire zone, so you got to pick your targets. So here's the news. I need Bartholomew.
Sorry,
I
I'm
need
still
to
working. I'm
perform.
working on normies.
Work with me.
Well, okay.
I'm going to need Bartholomew,
Yep.
and I'm going to need
Yeah.
one person to watch Bartholomew.
Yep.
And
Me.
you guys are going to go in first, and you're going to tell us.
So
what's
me
going
and me
on.
will go in first.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You will be the perfect guy to go in first.
Yes.
Then, based on your call, we will know whether we're going to come into the door hot or if we're going to have to move through and actually search the building
Great.
while the party's going on.
What's the number? I've got my phone.
Oh, okay. Sure. 555
Mm-hmm.
55 5555. Just
Really?
put that on speed dial.
Really?
Okay, hold on one
It-
second.
It's a government thing.
555
We're gonna have to mute this for the replay on YouTube so that they don't know exactly who they're calling.
We'll bleep that out, no problem.
5. That's it's all fives, right? And that's
Okay, Bartholomew, you had a
Yeah.
whisper.
By the way, parking is in the rear.
well. Oh, I did.
Actually, you can just call the number 456-1414.
876.
5309.
675-309.
God, I was waiting for one of God damn it.
Oh God, right. He said that. When did he say that? I would have heard that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You heard that when he said the address and what he thought that place came up as.
Yep.
Yeah, but
All right,
seriously, anyone who wants to call area code 202-456-1414. You won't have any problems at all with
Yeah, you
calling
You guys know, right, that you're talking about Lover's Playground, right?
What the fuck is Lover's Playground?
So, have you been there before?
The Addy you mentioned, yeah. Once or
So you've confirmed, my read, that you are the best man to walk in the door first. Perfect.
yeah, they'll know me.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I'm gonna walk
God,
up. I'm
they'll
gonna
know
put my
me.
arm around Bart. I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulder like we're old chums. I'm gonna
Let's
say,
just
so
say-
Bart. So you've been to this place before? What can you tell me about it? Like, fill me in. It's somebody new to the scene.
Let's just say they'll remember me for last August, which was one of our theme months. You know, it was AA. Oh Christ! It was anal August.
Yeah. All right. Well,
God,
hell.
it was fucking brilliant. Is all I have to say. I can't even.
Hey, say no more. Say no more, brother. So are you cool? Are you cool if you walk
Yeah. What
in
am
there?
I
mean,
doing? What am I doing there? Is it something fun?
I mean, we're gonna be in your ear the whole time, so you ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like if
That creeps me
anything,
the fuck out. What do you mean?
oh, I mean, I'm gonna give you an earpiece, brother. Like
Oh, like I had before that you took away from me.
I didn't. Did you
Just
lose
like
that
that.
fucking thing already? God damn it!
Wait, did I lose it?
No, we got actually. God damn. All right, no, I will
I'm
give you
sorry.
another one. But no, yeah, we're gonna be in your ear the whole time. So you just go on your business and just give us an update. Try to give us, just hey, tell us if you happen to sight one of them bloodsuckers. Like you let us know. Keep counting for us. We want to know what we're gonna be rolling into. And if the shit fucking starts going sideways on us, you just give us the old pineapple and we'll fucking come running in, cavalry coming.
Yeah. No,
Scoop
that's
your
good.
ass up out of there sooner than you can say holy shit and grab your fucking dandies.
Yeah, it's yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good there. It's all going to be a little weird. It'll be weird. And since you'll be able to hear what's going on, let me just set up some basic ground rules right away, right up front.
Ain't so sure I want to be hearing this.
No, you know what? Just ignore everything they say unless it has something to do with me spouting out what you need from me. Just ignore every single other thing that you hear.
I think that's probably best. Yeah.
Hey, Bartholomew, you know what'd be really awesome?
What's
If
that?
you went in, and I mean, feel my vibe on this, right? If you go in, here's what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You narrate the scene like you're a director in a movie. You're walking in,
Motherfucker, this is
you're
my
feeling the
my
blade keep
fucking
catching
alley, bitch.
And what I need you to
Narration.
tell me is like, big guy on the left with chains and a nipple piercing looks mean. 400 people to my front, all of them half naked, cocaine on their face. Weird guy, really pale, big teeth. If you do that for us, I swear to God, we will come get you if anything goes wrong.
Now, it's correct that I should not be sticking my face in any cocaine, right? Because this is the supernatural shit we've been talking
I'm
about.
totally fine if you do, as long as you do it on the far side of the bar. You have to go all the way to the end of the bar narrating before you do anything else. If you do that,
That's
I don't really care where
that's
you
a
put your
big
body
fucking
at.
place, bitch. That's a long, and I have to walk past
But
several.
apparently you have voluminous nostrils, reportedly.
Yeah,
So you can either
I
put
call
the
it
money where your mouth
vacuous.
is, or
I
your
call
nose
it
where your
vacuous
coke is.
nostrils. Big, empty, spatial.
If you give us
sinuses.
2 minutes of
I can do.
galactic
I can do 2
narration.
minutes. I've done at
minutes.
least 5 before, so we're good.
If you do 2 minutes and you get all the way to the end and you're able to like
I can
narrate
do-
everything in the room, you're money.
Money. I'm already
And
money, bitch. But I can.
I will
It's
tell
good.
you what. No matter what else happens for the rest of the night, know
Mm-hmm.
this. We will know it. We will know that you caused it and you were the catalyst of all that happens after that.
They call
Trust
me
me,
that a
you will
lot.
be
They call me
remembered.
cat. They call me catalyst. They
There's
do.
so much terrible potential with everything that just happened in the last 2 minutes.
It's some cool
Right.
shit.
Right
I will
on,
be.
Nick
Lord.
Knight.
I will be your.
Catalyst.
I will be your catalyst.
Oh Lord.
will be.
All right. Okay, everybody else is like standing around hearing this. Finn's there. Father Albright, you're patched up. Okono, you and Jeb are kind of like standing near each other.
We're in October, right? So I don't have to worry about any anal.
You're in late October. Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, this is. Oh, I know what this is. This is oral October. That is
Yep.
good. That's some good
That-
shit.
At Lover's Playground, it's oral October.
Mm.
It's no longer anal August.
It doesn't sound quite as right, but boy, is it fucking awesome.
Well, oral has all sorts of different. We don't need to.
We're not saying
you don't- you don't
We're
need to
not
get
saying
into that.
a oral like you're hearing some awesome shit. But yeah, it's good. It's okay. I'm good. I can still make it. I can still make it 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, with the buzz cut.
Yeah, there's gonna be at least
John Cena looking motherfucker.
there's gonna be at least 4 groups that I have to steer around, but I can get through. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling then.
We're doing it now then.
Yeah, we're gonna do it live.
Okay, good. I'm just gonna go to the John for a second.
I've already figured out that trying to like lay down some kind of plan with this group does not really work. So it's kind of just more of a let's kind of keep you on the rails and just sort of like point you at some shit. So
Point
Yeah,
direction, pull
I'm just
string.
gonna be in the John. I'm just gonna be in the John for a few minutes.
You know, that being said, take a quick bathroom break and come back.
I literally thought the DM was going to give us an option, just like all pile in the car and leave.
That's an option. That's an option. Like I said, it's storyteller. I just kind of, I mean, you guys keep bowling. If you throw a lot of gutters, I'll put some bumpers in,
We'll
and
still
then we'll
get
just
it.
keep throwing.
It doesn't matter. You put the bumpers in, we will still manage to get it in the gutter.
Still, yeah. Jump a ball into the next lane.
Running a 1-minute ad break. There, 1-minute ad's gone.
I wasn't done yet.
I do
Hold on.
more whispers in this fucking game as a player than I do as the DM in my own fucking campaign.
I know. I know. Ah.
I'm like whispering to fucking at least 3 different players right now.
Sometimes I feel like all I do in this game is whisper.
It
Every
is the
once in a
world of
while-
darkness. Darkness
every
and
once
whispers.
in a while,
It should be called WoW, World of Whispers.
I know I feel bad because
I
like
mean,
nobody.
like in
I-
all fairness, like of all like the first
To
time
be
I actually
fair.
played like World of Darkness, like in this like storyteller style, like this is like back in college, like years and years ago. It actually reminded me. It was actually one of the most fun because it's not mechanical, and it reminded me of when you're like little kids and you're on the playground or doing a sleepover, and you're just like basically you're trying to tell an interactive story with each other. You're just not doing it with dice. And that was like some of the coolest shit about this style. As long as you got the right crew of people, like you can have an incredible amount of fun with this.
Oh yeah. It's true. It is true. It's like a fiasco, like, which will run on odd nights here and there a couple times a year.
Oh, for the record, I remembered everything about that when you guys walked me through Fiasco. So, little fun fact: everything that I hear and see, like I have a photographic memory, so I remember all of it. So I remember when you walked me through Fiasco. So I'm playing that game right now with the DM, and we'll see how the cards lay out.
Technically, it's called didactic memory, but we'll let that slide.
Didactic or didactic?
Didactic, like teaching. Didactic.
Like two memories, or like with the I.
Didactic. If
that would be bidactic.
Taught me nothing.
Bidactic?
I'm getting into some bidactic, bitches.
Bidactic.
Both of you teach me.
Bidactic?
Bidactic. That's
a bidactic memory.
Jay, do you seriously have an didactic memory though?
Yes.
I don't know shit.
I still remember grid coordinates from 2004, 2006, 2007, 2010, 2012.
Wow.
And 2018 from different objectives. Like I can still tell you the
exact grid coordinates of yeah.
That's crazy because we've had this conversation after role playing nights where all of us talk about Mark and his amazing ability to remember shit, and so does Greg. But like talking about like Mr. Schmitz and all of the different numbers and all of the shit and the fuck
was that the
wolves
G6?
and
No, that was the G9. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And we're like, fuck, Mark's got the best freaking memory ever, and he's like, no. I've worked with people in college that can like remember statistics.
Oh, good lord, yeah. This one girl that I was in engineering school with. Yeah, I remember we were taking a class, and it was this was like a junior or senior level class. It was like a materials processing class, and the professor was like, yeah, so if you'll remember back to your Laplace transformations, which is from like Calc 2, and he was like, does anybody, and he starts writing on the board, on the whiteboard with the mark. He's like, does anybody remember how this goes? And this girl who I studied with, she goes, oh yeah, it's like, x squared minus y prime plus y squared minus x prime to the -1 over blah, 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 blah. And we're all like going, holy shit. And so after the class, I was like, fuck. And I was like, did you like just fucking read that or some shit? And she goes, well, no. And I'm like, how the fuck did you remember that? And she goes, well, I mean, I fucking learned it. And I was like, yeah, well, fucking so did I, but I can't remember shit from fucking 2 weeks ago. I'm like, this shit was like 2 years ago. And she goes, well, I don't know. I just remember shit that I learned. And I was like, holy shit, this chick has a fucking photographic memory.
Yeah,
she's just pulling this shit up. She literally spit out this entire fucking completely obtuse equation from like, second semester fucking Calc 2, and like absolutely perfectly. And the professor's like, yeah, good job. And I'm like, good job. Holy shit. She gets your job.
That's,
like, fucking A.
It's awesome. I know I'm not a dumb person, and I love having all sorts of friends who are wicked more intelligent than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
When I feel
I mean, I don't even have a pornographic memory, so it's it's rough.
Do
really.
ya? But
I do, honestly. That was just for the joke.
I remember reading.
Honestly, my memory is very pornographic.
I remember reading an article about this girl that really does have a photographic memory, and she could like remember television shows that she read about in a TV Guide magazine that she didn't even watch the show. She just read about it, so she really does remember everything. And they were interviewing her, and they're like, that's got to be so cool. You can impress people. And she's like, to be honest with you, it's a curse because you remember all of the terrible things that happen in your life, like breakups, horribly heart-wrenching breakups, people dying. You remember it like it happened a minute ago.
Oh, yuck.
You never.
The human brain is programmed to forget.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I have repeat business. People forget that it hurts, and then they come back and they're like, "Oh fuck, why am I doing this again?" Ask Jay; he could tell you.
It was kind of a heartbreaking article to read because this girl, she was, and I think she was from India.
As a therapist, that's how I feel about life.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Greg, you were saying she was in India?
Yeah, she's from India. She, pretty nondescript. She just is like a middle class, boring citizen, whatever. She doesn't use her memory to do like any kind of top secret government work or whatever. But yeah, she remembers everything. They asked her these totally obscure questions, trying to trick her, and they asked her something, and they thought she was wrong because they were like, what TV show aired on Channel 6 in 1983 at 3:45 p.m. Because I guess she just watched a lot of TV. She read the TV Guide all the time, so she remembered all that. And she was like, well, it was supposed to be, Bonanza, but they canceled it, and instead it was.
Oh my God. Oh, that's painful.
And they were like, oh, she's wrong, because look, the TV Guide says this. And then they contacted the station, who had archives going back in history, and they were like, oh yeah, we actually preempted this show to run this, but you only would have known it if you had watched it on that day and remembered it. And they were like, Jesus.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I think we all have weird memory things like that that happen in our lives. Like we all have that, like some weird, awkward, this only happened because I turned on the news randomly and I learned about this person dying, which it's obscure and I would never know about.
Yeah.
But
I had a comic book collection, I don't know, from ages probably 9 to 14. And I remember, I had like this little sort of a bookcase, and I had all my comics and they were all laid out. And my sister, Amy, came in to my room one day, and she was like, she just wanted to chat or whatever. And I had a couple of the comics laying out, and she was like, oh, well, this one looks really neat. And I'm doing something else. I think I was like playing G.I. Joes at the time. I'm like setting up some big battle. And I was like, which one is it? And she goes, I don't know. There's a picture on the front. There's like some guy. He looks kind of like I don't know. It says like the Carnival of Fear. And there's all. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's X-Men number 212. And she's like, yeah. She's like, wow, okay. And then she was like, okay. And then she like grabbed the next one, and she was like, well, here's another one. It's got this guy. He's wearing like all this black leather. He's got like this like blonde, kind of a fucking mullet going on. And he's like, I don't know. He looks like he's like throwing knives or something. And I was like, yeah. I was like, is there anybody else on the cover? And she goes, yeah. There's like some girl. She looks, I don't know. She's got like blonde hair too. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Dazzler. And I was like, is there anything else? And she's like, I don't know. There's like a big orange, kind of a rust colored guy. I was like, oh yeah, that's Juggernaut. Yeah, you're talking about X-Men number 247. And she's like, yeah. And she goes, holy shit, do you have all of these memorized? And I was like, I don't know, do I? So she just started going through, and I had, I didn't have that many. I had a couple hundred comics, but I apparently had I'd read them so many times. I'd memorized the cover, the plot, the number, like all of the shit. And so she was just sitting there pulling them out randomly. Yeah, she was just pulling them out randomly and started being, and I was just like, yeah. So it was very, very limited, up to maybe 100 episodes, or 100
It's not
issues.
surprising though. Not surprising to us who know you.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, to me, I was just like, I don't know. She was like, do you have all these memorized? I'm like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. Awesome. I know the covers. I know the issues. I know, I've read them all. Like, don't you, remember that shit? I guess it's kind of like Dave Jack's shirt that says, I am fluent in movie quotes.
Yeah.
right? Like, because I quote movies all the time, and half the time Courtney's like, "Holy shit, how the fuck do you do that?" She's like,
Yeah.
"We saw that movie together once. How the fuck do you remember that?" I don't know. It made an impression.
Brains. People's brains.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
You
learned
can't
it.
tell. All right.
I'm like, yes, if I could
So-
somehow figure a way to use that to like find a cure for cancer or world peace. But no, it's like obscure, X-Men comics from the 90s. Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
my fucking niche.
All right. So St. John Blake was setting up a strategy on how you guys were going to get into this spot. Bartholomew playing Point, which is fucking
Pointing.
terrifying.
Right. Which has us all punching our asshole.
Artistically brilliant from a
Point!
storytelling
Point!
standpoint.
Point!
Yeah. I mean, that's the best strategy. What's the least expected, least likely to succeed strategy possible?
They'll never expect it. Yeah.
if you put it.
So
It's
so
like
there's
Pippin and
there-
Mary.
there's a
It's
way
like
to
Pippin
do
and Mary.
this. So there's two ways that you figure out who you want to find. You can either develop the situation to strike the target, or you strike the target in order to develop the situation. This might be a way of stimulating the environment to really see what's happening, and then we can move in. Therefore, we have the most expendable asset
Yep.
that goes forward to draw
Yep.
fire
I agree.
in order to allow us to prosecute the target.
You've done this
And,
more than 3 times.
And
Bartholomew would be the first to say his ass was very spendable.
I'm just saying, thank you. I appreciate that. And
Oh,
and
this
don't
makes
worry.
me
No,
feel
no,
so
that was
happy.
totally out of character. You did not hear that at all. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I would still probably say
Bartholomew
it. but,
hears everything.
Yeah, I heard
In
your
character,
mind.
out of
I heard your
character,
mind
like,
cranking, and
there's
I
no
was like, I
difference.
know, I know.
That
Um,
person in the screen right there, they're not 2 people. They're 1 person.
I'm fucking brilliant. Is what I am.
Wade Allen Steele
And-
is actually his alter ego.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. It actually is, bitch. That is my alter ego. Oh Christ, I've
he
got
is
3
really
alter
Bartholomew
egos.
Bento.
Oh my God, I've got more than
So
that.
good.
I'm a fucking nightmare.
For just a second there,
You are
you
the
had
Swiss
you had
Army
the
knife with
apple.
chameleons.
For just a second there, Alan, you had the apple balanced perfectly in the middle of your cabbage.
It was quite Newtonian.
It was quite Apple deadly.
That's what I'm about, bitches.
Oh my lord. Okay. So where were we?
I
Chicago.
don't think
You were all
Chicago.
about to go
We're in Chicago.
to,
We're playing World of
Nepal.
Darkness.
Yeah.
I don't think Jeb can whisper to Floyd because Floyd is driving on his own in his truck. You guys are all at this warehouse or whatever, but Floyd's
Whisper into the fucking mic.
he can say it on Hunter comms maybe, but
Sexy.
You whisper it over
All
intercoms.
or you
Right.
can
If I whisper on Hunter comms, fucking Blake is going to hear it though too. So he obviously has infiltrated our Hunter comms.
Jeb could use one of the burner phones that Floyd has given him if he can remember even how to use it.
Is it a flip phone? Is it like a 1998 Nokia? Because then I believe that might be within his wheelhouse. If it's anything more advanced than that, he's just gonna fucking pound on it like an angry ape.
No, Jeb. Floyd gave him a burner phone, showed him how to use it. Jeb looked very confused at him, so I would say, it's probably would be an intelligence check -3 at least.
Which would
All
give
right.
me a chance roll. That would be it. Yeah.
Which means you would probably end up calling the White House.
As you guys are heading out, Disorderly Dan's like, Lover's Playground? Fuck yeah, I know Lover's Playground. Let's do that shit. He goes, I'll drive. Who's getting in my
I was gonna
truck?
Say what's the
Cricket.
Yeah. So let's. Who is rolling out with whom?
yeah?
So
What's
we're
the
leaving the
driver?
Armada at the we're leaving the Armada at the safe house because we already know the Armada. Shit, the Armada's being tracked. Do we want to leave it there, or do we want to fucking like ghost it into the fucking river? Because there is a fucking river very close by.
We don't need to. We don't need to ghost the car into the water.
I mean, because I believe if you know, it's the whole question of do we want to let our pursuers know that we know that we're being pursued, or do we want them to think that they still have the jump on us? So, I mean, I'm thinking, you know, if we leave it there and then we have Floyd set up surveillance cameras to around the perimeter, then they're going to think that they still have, you know, the initiative on us. So yeah, I think we can leave it there, and basically say, yeah, at least we'll know who's fucking coming out for us and kind of give us a window as far as their response time, all this kind of shit.
I think that's a pretty good idea, but I recommend you park any of the extra vehicles across the street because that way you don't want to bring too much heat down on Finn's safe house. Nobody else knows where this is, so I think she's probably still good. So if Floyd sets up some surveillance on it, that's probably not a bad idea, and then Finn can also tip us off as well. But you don't want to broadcast heat on her.
Yeah, I'm gonna park it in the church parking lot then. I got some friends in the church there, so yeah, it probably shouldn't seem too strange that I'm parking the vehicle there.
Kono, something from the last time that we played, when people start digging out chips out of their bodies, you looked at those with your mage sight, and you knew that there was a technical / supernatural dampening that was put over those chips so that they would be very, very hard for anybody with supernatural vision to see.
Okay.
And you did not notice. Yep, you did not notice anything like that in the vehicles.
In the vehicles,
in the Armada, you didn't look at any of the other ones.
Okay, so no technical wizardry in the bugged vehicles. That was just plain old regular bugged.
So the things that were in the Task Force Valkyrie guys were like beacons.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like GPS trackers.
Mm-hmm.
And once you realized that you had people who had GPS trackers in them, like you kind of looked around and you're like, okay, I missed that. That was a foul on my part.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, be paying closer attention. And you like looked at the Armada and you did not see anything there.
Okay. Why does everybody think that there's something in the Armada?
Because it's a TFV vehicle.
So you just assume that it's bugged?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, do we need
It does have a GPS tracker, but it doesn't have like the kind of GPS tracker that it's got the GPS tracker that any kind of vehicle that has a regular computer in it nowadays has. Mm-hmm. Any vehicle that is not older than 15 years.
I mean, I can bypass the GPS tracker on this vehicle, but do we need it? All right, we can just use another vehicle, and that would be okay too.
No, I mean, I think it's this here is a fine ride. It's a hell of a lot better than the fucking 1997 Ford POS I'm fucking driving around in. But at the same time, I mean, we can't trust its integrity as far as being tracked by, TFV or anybody else. Fuck it. We'll just leave it. Let that fucker burn.
Again, I can bypass the GPS tracking capability in this vehicle, but again, to be safe, we may as well take a different vehicle. Done. Let's go.
Yeah, because we got Dan's big ass lifted truck.
Yeah.
We got Floyd and his
which is less than 2 years old.
Floyd's not here. He's already off rolling on his own.
Yeah,
right.
Floyd's
yeah.
Floyd's getting a pizza right now.
Chili cheese fries.
Yeah, we could do. So the rest of us, shit, because I think my fucking Ford POS is still at Floyd's buddy's getting his fucking radiator redone.
Your POS or POV?
POS. It is
Yeah.
a straight POS.
They can be one and the same.
That's right. Crown Vic fucking still has the fucking, yeah, I mean, it looks like a fucking retired cop car because it is a retired cop car. Got a
You
fucking
being
police
military
officer.
would probably call it a POV.
What? Because POS is a piece of shit. What is POV?
Personally owned vehicle.
Personally owned. It is a POS and a POV.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is
Ah.
my POV POS.
that is how that works.
That
There we
is
go.
exactly how that works.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
a difference between like a military vehicle and a POV.
Right. Yeah. It is a POV and it is also a POS. I mean,
Isn't
you
this
know,
great
Floyd,
being Task Force Valkyrie? You're learning all this military stuff. Like,
oh yeah. I know. It's like I'm supposed to like I'm playing this character who's like deeply embedded in the military, like this military career guy.
You are,
I have
you
no
are.
fucking idea. I'm
and
like,
that's why
affirmative,
role
Roger.
playing is
That's
so fucking awesome.
military, right?
It's super fun. It's great role playing, especially with people who have like some experience with that and can put it on you. And
Right. And then I believe the limo was fucking Caleb's, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was. And the driver, who is still alive, who's
His name was
basically a Navy SEAL, you know, but a driver.
I do love that. The driver who's still alive,
Yes.
because who knows really with us? We
Yeah.
don't know really. He's still alive.
My notebooks, I don't have them. Otherwise, I could.
yeah. I'm looking right now to try. Justin, I believe was his name.
No, that's right,
eh,
that's
that
right.
sounds right. That sounds
Yeah.
super right.
Yeah, that's right.
Just in time, or just in case, or
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fucking lovely.
Some shit like
Or-
that for sure.
or just in desperation.
What vehicle am I in right now?
Justin D.
Just in deep.
What vehicle am I in right now?
Just in for now.
You're in the Uber that we called for you.
Oh,
It's an Uber Black, so it's baller, but we're following you just in case you need
Okay, I'm gonna look around and see if there's any Febreze or any car smelly things that are hanging from the.
There is some hand sanitizer and some wipes in the back.
There's also a
It's
little
a really
candy
fancy
dish.
Uber.
There's a little candy dish.
Is there anything that I can just like slap on me? So, because I know I smell like a filthy whore
I
right
mean,
now.
There's a little
Your car
sample Dakar.
Is there really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh fucking
right
hell! I
there.
was worried I'd have to like hang one of those pine trees from my fucking neck.
No, there's
Um,
1/16,000th of Jakar.
Oh shit! I used that fucking shit up. And
The whole 1/16,000th.
yep. And I also dig into my boot for my mug of money.
You've got all 5,000 there.
$5,000.
$5,000.
Hello, bitches. It's Chicago. Hello. You gotta be ready.
$5,000.
You gotta be ready for fucking
It's,
anything.
it's Chicago, and I like cocaine and hookers.
Hello.
$5,000
And
is like
Supernaturally inclined. I just came upon some crazy ass riddle in my notes that probably has a lot to do with something that we have completely fucking forgotten about.
Sure,
but it
sure.
says-
That's probably true.
For 1,000 years, the tree that was chopped down has taken root. The white field is seeking power and stone to reform bonds that have long been broken.
Oh, it's pretty. I'm gonna make that into a fucking
Mhm.
song, man.
I have zero fucking idea what the fuck that means, but I wrote it down. So it probably and this was we just docked in Sheboygan when
Yeah.
Oh, make sure Bart gets those because those will make some kick-ass fucking
it was an
lyrics, some shit.
Opstar poem.
Yeah. That was right in the Opstarness.
That's
Yes.
gonna fucking rock.
I'm glad that you're tracking this, Mark.
Well, fucking somebody has to.
Hey, here's my
I am.
Mark.
I just don't always have my notebooks in front of me.
I just know where
Mark,
the fucking
yeah.
notebooks are.
I know
Marcus,
exactly what that means.
Marcus, if I get any XP tonight, it all goes to Mark. I'm serious. He's
I'm gonna spend
the
it all on fucking more
MVP.
Abram.
MVP. This bitch is tonight.
Mark and Jay, I would say Mark is 2/5, Jay is 2/5. I am 1/5 running this show.
And Floyd gets an honorable 8th just
Hey,
because.
No.
I've
No.
got. I
No,
have
he's eating
this.
Cheetos in his Jeep.
I have this written down too. I have the whole thing. For 1,000 years, the tree that was cut down has taken root and sprouted. Though your relatives is standing
See?
strong in the shield wall, more
You
may
bitches
still
are
be needed in
awesome.
the field.
Oh,
Wolves-
you know
wolves
more.
Seek power and stone to reforge the bonds that have long been broken. For
Ooh.
and it says Opstar over and over again. For
Oh, touch
1,000
you,
yes.
touch you. That's fucking brilliant.
There
For
is
a
so
thousand-
much,
Yeah, for
so much
1,000
hint in
generations
that.
of ancestors, you stand firm behind you through every success and failure. For the gods have heard the cry of the world, and you have heard it deep in your heart. It's, I mean, I've had this for a while, and Floyd's sent out info on this, but like, we, no matter where we go, it ends up in a brutal gunfight in which we have to recover for a while. It's like,
Well, here's the thing. Are you actually
That
sending
shit,
it to Barthol-
all of that shit that you're talking about is still happening.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're sending that shit to Bartholomew, that's the wrong person to send it to.
Yeah, I have this stuff. I do have notes. Like I said, I have scattered notes of important information, but it's like none of us know what it means, and so we just keep like stumbling blindly from place to place. And
That's
I'm
not
right
totally
until
true. That's
finally
not
it makes
totally
sense.
true.
Well, that was like Vampire Max when we fucking kidnapped the fucking son, or Vampire Maxwell. We kidnapped his son Gregory, and that guy when we kidnapped him,
You had
he was
no
saying the whole
idea
time-
that was.
We had
who he
zero
was.
fucking clue.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, later on, they're like, "Oh yeah, his son was kidnapped. Vampire Maxwell Clark and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh shit, we did that."
There's still a lot of shit like that happening.
And I was like, "Oh my fucking god, yes! Oh shit, this. Yeah. Oh fuck."
yeah, there's a lot of layers that we have only barely peeled back in this.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
real. And the next layer is going into a sex dungeon, which is no longer celebrating Anal August.
Oh,
No, it's Oral October.
It's Oral October.
September. Well,
Yep. Yep.
August,
So what's
September.
November?
Oh, naughty.
Oh, it is November.
Naughty,
November?
naughty
No
stand.
shave November. Give me
No
that
No, it's
hood.
not. No,
No
it's not.
consent
It's always,
November?
it's always that shit. You have no idea. November's naughty, which means it's just open season, right? Like, it's kind of the wild card month, really. Not that I've been there a
Okay.
lot, really.
So we have
Once, twice.
deviated off track a lot, which has been fun. But where we what we were talking about 45-ish minutes ago when we were talking about strategy on getting into the lovers playground, is that where we're gonna want to? Do we want to keep going?
I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, I
yeah,
recommend we pause here. and
Here's
then
the
we
only
now
problem with that. That gives me
spring into
possibly
action
that
immediately.
gives me anywhere between a week and 2 months to plan for the shit I'm gonna do when I walk through the door. So
True.
Can we
think about
commit? Can we
think
commit
about
that
that.
two
Think about
weeks
that.
from now we do World of Darkness?
Think about that, Marcus. Think
Can we do
about
that?
it.
Everybody here, 2 weeks from now,
2
World
weeks.
of Darkness.
I've got 2 weeks to plan for
And
this shit. Oh my
We're
god.
getting into Lovers
I'm
Playground for
starting
Oral
fucking
October,
now.
the end of Oral October.
Ah,
Oh, that was pretty oral of you.
Oh, yeah.
Felt like an oral commitment.
So,
oh.
hold on, I just want to be clear. So we're at the end of Oral
I'm
October.
working
so
on
we're-
the shit right
we're
now.
verging on No Nut November. That could be
No
a
Nut
thing.
November?
No, not.
Well,
no
then
shave
you
November.
shouldn't have me there, bitches. I'm just saying.
Oh, it might
I'm
get
here
messy.
trying to give Mr. Steele something to work with.
Yes.
No Nut November.
That's honestly, I'll deal with Oral October, thank you. But no, not November. I think I would be strictly,
Embracing Oral
not
October
embracing.
before
I think
No
I
Nut
think
November.
they wouldn't allow me in for that because of the excesses of. Never mind. But Oral October, Christ, I'm fucking there, and I've got
What?
2 weeks to prep for it.
What about Nympho November?
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I
Like,
like it.
no shave November. You know, yeah.
No,
bring back that
honestly,
bush.
honestly, you're thinking too hard, really, because like rich people don't have to think that hard; they just have to do that hard. You know what I'm saying?
What about November?
No, Christ, no, nobody's that
Meh.
smart. Nobody's that
Suffice-
smart.
Suffice
Not
to
amongst that
say,
crowd.
suffice to say, is a word we cannot stand. Well, what is it? You said the
Oh,
word.
oh,
Well, how do we know what it is if you won't tell us?
oh,
what
you
is?
said it again. Stop saying it.
What is?
Oh, I said it. Oh, I said it again. Oh,
I keep saying it.
oh.
Here's the only freaky part about Naughty November. Naughty is spelled NAU 0T.
NAU 0T.
Yeah. No. Ot.
Not.
What about NAG?
Not.
NAUGH. No, that is naughty. Never mind.
Okay,
Actually,
so,
it's
so you
NAW.
guys,
Here we go.
What
It's It's
What about-
NAWT.
I got something serious to say here. 2 weeks from now
Mhm.
is Yom Kippur. So if anybody has any issues with that, we can maybe not play or play
Here's what I'll
week
say.
before or after.
I am proud.
Otherwise,
proud
we
to
can
enter a
absolutely
sex
do World
dungeon.
of Darkness on September 16th.
Awesome. And along that, I am totally down with that. On the sorry, let's see. Let me.
Yom Kippur.
World of Darkness, fantastic. And let me say, for those of you paying attention who have
Yom Kippur.
at 12:50 p.m. on October 10th, I shall be arriving in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I will be staying until Thursday. There's going to be all sorts of shenaniganery happening.
Oh, touch you! I had no idea
silliness.
this was happening.
Oh, and
How
I'm
dare you approach fucking Minnesota without fucking
Welcome
letting
to
me
the
know?
Well, crowd.
Bart, hold on, before I blow your fucking mind,
Please
because
do.
your mind's about to get blown. Because not only will I be there, but Floyd will be there
Yeah.
as well.
I will
Shut
also.
your fucking mouth! I get to touch Floyd.
No,
You may- you may touch my
haven't
monkey.
you haven't
During
officially been invited yet.
coronavirus, I get to touch Floyd.
No, you haven't been invited yet.
Oh Christ!
Technically,
that is
Yeah, hold on.
touche.
Technically,
Touche, bitch.
Shut it down.
Touche.
how you
But
play
that's
in the next
completely fair.
how
No,
you play
I,
in the next 3 weeks is
Marcus,
going to
Marcus,
completely
I
determine.
wouldn't invite me. I get it. I understand.
I know you wouldn't, which is the only reason that I say this.
Oh Christ, I love you, Marcus.
Oh yes.
No.
Yes. So
If you need to get away from everything, you can always come here to practice.
That's right.
I will always need to get away to you, Margaret.
That's so beautiful.
Always, always.
So I will be
Yes.
coming in on Sunday the 10th, which is coincidentally, is that us? I'll coin it. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Also
Jeb,
my birthday.
it is
I
now,
don't-
Mark.
I don't
Mark, it is
English.
now.
Coincidentally, my birthday.
Coincidentally.
Yes. So there may or may not be a very calamitous wig party happening. Crossbows may or may not be involved.
Oh.
And unfortunately, Courtney, as much as she wanted to go, we forgot that my birthday also tends to coincide with Columbus Day. So the fucking kids are going to be there through goddamn Monday. So she's not going to be able to come out till Tuesday. So she's coming
Fucking
Tuesday to
kids.
Thursday.
Oh my lord.
Well, I'll be there.
Goddamn white people.
So yeah, so I'm flying to Minnesota on Saturday. On Saturday the 9th of October, I think, and I'll be there until is that right? And then I'll be there until Wednesday. And this is
Oh, you're
God.
Yeah,
This is
because Courtney was like, "Fuck." She was like, "I still want to see your brother," because she was
Yeah.
like, "I haven't seen your brother in like 2 years." So
yeah, well, I haven't been. So the last time I was in Minnesota was your wedding to Katie.
woo.
I was there. I was there.
So it was,
Yeah,
And-
yeah. Coombs was there.
So was
I was on crutches.
I was not
basically
there.
crashed that shit.
Yeah. No,
And
I
love to.
fucking
Yeah,
can't wait to meet fucking Greg in person.
yes.
Oh, honestly, I think I could
Greg-
annoy
Greg
him
sleeping
so
in my
much
bed.
better in person than I
Well-
can via camera. Yeah.
Just
Greg is
know that
absolutely
he is
sleeping in
my older
bed,
brother.
okay?
So, as I am like 6'2", he's like 6'8", a Viking god,
Yeah.
just towering over the rest of us.
Tell me, I was
let me
imagining
tell
Like
you a little,
Lehman Russ.
let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you a little story about someone who
Yeah, you're
never
coming out
gets
too, right?
who never gets to meet people in person. Me, and all of a sudden, Lockhart says, "Let's go. Let's meet these fucking people." And I say, "Well, Christ, it's about time since I've been playing with them for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I go to meet them, and everybody is a different height than I thought they fucking were. Every single fucking one of them. It's
You
like
said you
I
thought
you
I
were
was
short.
tall.
I thought you'd be tall. Yes.
fucking, the one that got me was Joe. I thought Joe was this fucking mammoth fucking bitch that is like 8 feet tall, and I was like, oh God,
Joe
can I hug you?
is
Will I
mammoth
crush
and 8
you?
feet tall
I
in
kind of
so
felt
many
that way
ways.
too. I kind of felt I was like I love Joe, fucking love
Mhm,
Joe.
mhm.
Like four.
He's
On
a fucking
screen-
rock star. Joe's like the best of us, honestly.
Oh,
He's
yes.
so funny.
On screen, am I wrong when I say that he appears like a gerbil?
No, on screen he looks like he's fucking a mammoth, and I see him in person, and I'm like, who are you? Can I hug you? Will it hurt? I was really concerned.
Love him. Love,
although
love.
Mark was about right in my head, Marcus was about right in my head.
Coops is always large. He grows.
7'1".
Yeah, he's either growing or I'm shrinking. It's one of the two.
You know, when you have as many broken bones that make your height as I
Yep.
do, the enamel just keeps going up.
No, got it.
Yeah, I don't shrink, I grow.
Lockhart was as fucking obnoxious as I remembered, so there was that.
So,
No,
Courtney will be coming
I'm
out.
6'2". That's not a secret. It's whatever.
Courtney will be coming out, but she won't be coming out until Tuesday. Until the kids go, she's going to be there Tuesday to Thursday, so it's going to be a very sort of abbreviated
I
trip.
would love to meet Courtney in person.
Oh yeah, she's
She is such a-
fantastic.
she is so-
Courtney,
She's fucking
Courtney is so okay.
Totally
Oh my
telling
God.
her you said
Can
that.
we immediately clip that? Can we clip it right now?
Copy that.
I
Copy
love,
that
I love
now.
Courtney. No,
Copy
don't
that
clip that.
now.
Don't clip that.
Let's clip that shit right now.
Courtney, I would
Cancel
say
trip.
Courtney is totally satisfactory. Courtney is extremely
I
tolerable.
love Courtney.
here's the
And
I
thing.
because
love,
What I-
she might hear
I love
this
Courtney
at this
maybe
moment,
a little bit
Well,
better than
say-
Mark.
they are
I'm
being
just saying- I'm
facetious.
just
We
saying-
love you.
I'm just
Yes.
saying, when
No,
we
absolutely.
do all the introductory videos of us, and Courtney says who she is, and then everybody else comments on her, this will be where we clip from. Right?
Oh my
these
God,
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney is
I love
Well,
Courtney up and down.
satisfactory.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
I
Courtney's
just
cool.
couldn't believe. I'm like, holy shit! You have the fucking the nuts to come in and play a game that you have never ever in your life even
Yep.
fucking heard of before.
She
and
is
you're
a fucking
diving
rock
into
star.
the deep end with these guys who've been playing for decades.
100.
It's
I'm
not,
like,
it's
holy
not
shit,
even that,
like,
Mark.
all right,
It's not even
yeah.
that, Mark. It's the fact that she's like dating and engaged to you.
Yeah. Honestly,
Right.
that's the biggest one.
I mean,
No,
Oh, yeah.
although I did think this
you're
very
beautiful
thing.
too, Mark.
I did this very thing, which I do to a lot of people, which is I've been playing since 1983. I've been playing for a
Ooh.
fucking long.
Oh, we're year dropping now,
That was
are we?
5.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So we've been playing for a long time, me. And one of my favorite things to do is to like slightly intimidate new players. And so I was like, well, this is perfect because she's a central focus character. So, oh my God, let's aim a giant half orc in her general direction.
Half
And
orc bard.
she has not only dealt with my character really well, but has also put me in my place a few times.
Well,
Which
and
which
Alan-
is fucking fabulous, Mark.
Let-
I let her know that I feel that way. That
well,
I
and
was
I'm gonna
like,
let you know that she says that you are her absolute favorite for your
And
ad
Duck
lib
Ducks
songs
and everybody who watches us.
yes, I mean, and that's not. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, really,
"Mm,
the one guy
lick
who's
my
done
glistening
Shakespeare
love
in the
pump, you
park in
bitch."
fucking New York.
no, honestly, like,
surprise,
but
surprise,
she has-
he's the fucking fan favorite.
can I tell you though, like, I am so pleased to watch her take her part in this game because she claims it, and she goes,
I love the fact that you're still in character.
oh God, it's fucking A. Can I tell you something?
Fucking A.
I'm myself.
Fucking A, Marcus.
I'm myself all
I myself
fucking
am
week.
always in character.
I'm myself all fucking week with fucking children. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Heath
this
Ledger
is
shit
me
right here.
being who I fucking want.
Okay, so
but-
when you come over here in October, I don't expect to hear regular Alan.
you will
Oh,
hear
no.
Minnesota
I-
fucking
I-
accent, Alan.
I
You will
expect-
hear the
Right.
fucking
I
real
expect
thing, which is like,
Bartholomew the
hi,
whole time.
hi, my name's Alan. I'm very excited for you guys to be here. I am
don't do that.
completely
Don't do that.
serious. It's
No,
so nice.
you're
Like,
wrecking
I
my
can
next
see you
month.
all in person, and I know I'm slightly larger than I look like on screen, but
Oh
like
my
I
gosh.
really appreciate like the
I didn't
fact
say
that
that.
you guys.
Mark said that, but I didn't say that.
Well, I know Mark said
tacos?
it, which is why I said it aloud, so he felt embarrassed. I don't know
Okay, it
what
was
fucking
me.
people
It was
talk
me.
about me
Fuck.
behind my back.
All right,
Anyway,
so Jay, you're coming out too.
Of
Not
course.
quite.
Thank
again.
of course.
She's like, no, I'm cool. No, it's all good.
We need
No,
to make
there's-
Matt. We need to at least make Matt come out then.
I've got one more spot in my queen size bed.
Ooh, oh, who wants to cuddle a two boy?
Well,
Hey,
Boing,
thanks for the
chicka,
sub,
boing,
sign-ups.
boing.
well, I already called
uh.
bottom, so there's only a top spot left, right?
There's one middle spot.
Middle spot.
Who wants to
I mean,
be
we
the
can-
other wafer on this Oreo? Come on.
We can fight for top or middle.
Oh shit.
Did you know what porn music I
Top,
was playing?
top.
Right.
Bottom.
Let's see if you guys can recognize what porn this comes from. Ready?
I know that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, which
Is that
always
porn?
sounded
Holy
which
shit. What
always
was my
sounded like
childhood?
porn. It always sounded like porn music to me. The first time I heard porn music, I said, "Isn't that the Sesame Street song?"
Like,
1, 2,
that's
3,
from
4,
Sesame Street.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know what
Dave
the
Jack,
cool
are you
wow.
are you going to be in Austin this weekend?
I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make it.
Let us know either way. I know we've got the kids right now. I do have Sunday off, so like my entire Sunday is free. So if we wanted to do something, you know, we could totally go out and show you at least some cool places to eat and you know,
man.
possibly bats.
Possibly bats.
I'm
Possibly
pretty sure we
bats.
could find-
It's an
pretty sure
Austin
we could
thing.
find you a place to eat.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Oh wow, you guys totally. Some people just rated us with a party of 9. I'm so sorry. We're actually just wrapping it up.
Oh man.
No, I
Fish.
feel
Thanks
and
for
I feel bad.
joining with you guys.
we got a raider group. We had a subscriber sign up 9.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
How
Subscribe-
fucking
we got-
awesome is that?
Sorry, sign up.
Thanks
Yeah,
for the
sign
follow,
up 74. Subscribe.
We will be here again in 2 weeks. Thursday, Yom Kippur.
that's
World
right.
of Darkness.
Oh, we got a new follower. Shit.
And
Stand the fuck
if you
back,
want to follow
people.
us on a non-Thursday day, we also usually play every single Monday night,
Every
starting
Monday
at
night,
9
yeah.
p.m. Central
Yes.
Time. It is the Critical Fail. We usually are running a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, running Descent into Avernus. We all suck, but it's super fun to watch us suck. So
Oh,
there-
speak for
We
yourself,
fail.
bitch.
We fail gloriously.
we all suck except for
God.
Alan. Alan is fucking fabulous.
I
The rest
fucking
of us
rock.
are struggling.
You should
Absolutely.
just come
So,
and watch me
again.
daily, just as I wander about my house. I mean,
Yeah.
the shit you
I think
see.
I think that's marketable. How do we get the camera to you? So you can...
I will safety pin that shit to my forehead.
Just get a GoPro. Just
I've got it
strap that
down.
shit
I've
right
got
on
it
you.
down. Here's one thing I will say to all these lovely people we do have here in the room is that
We are
Duck
silly.
Duck
Oh.
is our favorite person.
That's fair.
She is the best of us, really, and she is here and has been our guiding light through all of this. And from what I do know, I believe she is starting her own streaming
Medium?
on the
We call her
11th.
Duck Jesus Duck.
So please, Duck, just do put it in the chat when you are streaming, how we can all get there, how we can see your fucking brilliance, so we can worship you for a change. Honestly, you are a rock star, and the fact that you have followed us this far, poor deluded child.
I know.
Do let us know how we can
These
do
are
the
the
same.
ducks.
How we can
I
do the
can-
same for you, a bunch of old fucking people
Duck,
following
duck,
a
duck.
lovely, gorgeous woman in what she does in the nerddom that is the internet. I have
I can-
waxed
I can only
poetical.
assume. I can only assume that Duck Duck is some insane person for choosing to watch us every week.
Yeah,
Well, that's-
yes,
that's
yes.
what I've
week after
posited.
week, month after month, year
Except-
after year.
oh, wait!
As insane as we are to keep on coming back.
Not only is it her birthday, but it is September 11th.
The
It's
20th
true.
anniversary.
Oh yeah.
A date which holds no particular significance for anyone in the know.
I would so much rather watch
Yeah,
you,
so-
Duck Duck, than to relive that crazy fucking day.
I never cared about it.
Duck Duck, you will forever be known now as my September 11th, the person who has erased.
Oh.
I was actually in New York City that day. I had a
So was-
meeting.
so
I had
was
a
I.
meeting. I had a meeting at 57th Street, where two of the people in the meeting were supposed to be at the World Trade Center, but because of the meeting we had that morning, they had to be there, and both of them were very pissed to start off with that they had a mandatory meeting at their other job. So it was a fascinating day to watch two people deal with the fact that they would have been there at ground zero at the exact time, but all for the meeting that they had to be at, that they weren't there. One of them was brilliant. He said, get the fucking radio on, put it over the speaker system, do this shit now. And the other person completely folded and couldn't speak, couldn't do anything, and just hunkered down. And it was an amazing day. But I've just brought this entire party to a complete weird standstill. But I will say that Duck, I would rather think about you that day than the crazy situation I was in.
9 days early, bro.
Holy shit. I love you.
And
Duck.
20 years.
Do you see I'm trying to promote a thing and then I bring up September 11th and then who's like we had 20 people and now there's 11. All right.
Good, man.
Duck, I'll shut up. I'm
good.
sorry.
We're gonna actually go ahead and raid over to Captain Robert since you guys were so kind as to raid over to us. We'll raid over somewhere else so you can actually watch somebody
nice.
go on. So
I'm
we'll
so
start that
sorry.
raid.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I appreciate you guys
really
coming over.
And
Before we raid over, please join us next Monday. The Critical Fail will be doing its Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, Descent into Avernus, as we like to call Another Day in Hell.
And I promise I won't say anything about September 11th. I'm sorry.
It should be great fun again.
I've seen these guys before. They're fun.
Did it raid over? Did it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did.
Yep. It did. These guys are fun.
Sweet.
This guy's a weirdo.
All right.
All right. Well, good times, guys.
Thank you, Q-Boy, for running
Not
it.
a lot happened.
Oh, you're a rock star,
and
Coobs. Thank you so much.
for playing
So
in 2
much
weeks.
happens as I reread the notes for the previous sections that I started realizing, holy shit, there's all this shit we haven't acted on.
Yeah. There's
It's probably Euro too. You're like, oh yeah, fucking A.
there's a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
one. Yeah.
lot of different potentials, and I just try to go along with all of it.
You're like, all right.
Most of the
Dipshits.
time, we don't get out of the wiener house.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah.
Well,
if
there's so much to do there, really.
If we want to commit to World of Darkness in 2 weeks from now, absolutely 100% in. You guys will get what is it called? World of Pleasure? Nope, Lovers
Oh.
Playground.
Yeah.
Lovers Playground.
I've
Yeah.
actually looked up rich people parties. And I've
fuck.
got an idea of how to enter. Actually bringing
Okay,
up
good.
actually
good,
bringing
good.
up a Native American word called potlatch, which if you were in northern Minnesota, you'd know is a company here in Minnesota called Potlatch, which deals
No.
with deforestation, basically. But they deal with various things up north. Potlatch actually means to kind of show how wealthy you are by the destruction of something that you have. So I've decided that I will enter this fucking world of rich people having sex and crazy supernatural cocaine by burning $100 bills and handing them to people. That is how
cool.
No,
That's cool.
I will not smash a guitar because I like mine.
So I've got a question. So
Yeah.
and Mark brought this up the last time we played D&D. So how come we're on Zoom? How come we don't play on Roll20?
Because they have garbage comms.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of complications.
We spend most of the time while we're playing on Roll20 dealing with issues on video and comms.
All right. Well, that sucks because I know Roll20's got a lot of like sound effects and like text or visual effects and stuff, but But yeah, I mean, if Zoom works better, we can keep doing Zoom.
Oh yeah.
And Jack has been
But,
paying for the Zoom.
There
I do
are,
lo- I do love
both
that the crew.
have animated effects now.
What?
I
What
do
did
love
you
that the crew that's playing right now is saved by the spell. Ah,
Yeah, they're fun.
They're,
Oh,
they
that-
are
that-
they put a lot of thought into it.
that touches my monkey. That's brilliant.
We rated them months and months ago.
Yeah, they've been on my like followed list forever. I've been
Nice.
fol- I've
Captain
been a
Robert
follower.
has been a good time.
What I did when
Alright.
we first started setting this up is I went around and like just went and followed and tried to chat a little bit with like all the other content creators that were, because I was hoping that like they would see my name and other people would be like, oh, the Critical Fail, we should check them out too. You know what I mean?
Hmm
It really is like the best. It's the best name. I mean, the way you look at it, nobody wants to claim the fail. We are the ones that are like, we are the critical fail. We're not just a critical fail. We're the critical fail.
The.
That
So-
one that you will always remember.
Hmm
So I actually like I changed my name in Rocket League to the Critical Fail, which was awesome that it was available. And
Ah.
I often wonder, like, after like a really tough, like our bad beat loss, like if my teammates think, did he do that on purpose? Like, did he mess that up on purpose? You know what I mean?
You know, I
Son of a bitch.
a couple days ago I had a very similar thought where it's kind of like, you know, like my last name is Kuboy, Kuboy. And if I go on Zoom or Twitch or any of these different things and I put my name in Kuboy, like it's always taken. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's my actual name. Like that's my actual fucking name, and people are taking that as like usernames. So I
What
was
about
like, how can I like have my name and like still have it my name? And you know what I thought just a couple days ago? I stole a page from Joe and I thought, not a Kuboy. Or like super Kuboy, or you know, like putting some kind of
real-
adjective in
do
front
it-
of the real Kuboy.
Yeah.
Well, strong.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think that's bad, strong is always unavailable, no matter what.
Strong is an English name. That comes from England way back.
Yeah, but if you want to get anything on the web that's strong with the name in it, it's already taken.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Kuboy,
Mark
Kuboy's
Strong,
an
he's
actual
also a
name.
famous Hollywood actor.
yeah,
I
yeah,
still get
yeah,
paid
yeah, for
because he
sure.
doesn't have a fucking Instagram account.
Hello. One of the famous Steels is, I think it's Jason Steele, who was a Hercules. Is one of the actors for a Hercules.
There's a Greg Strong who is a English soccer player. Like
Isn't
a
that
defenseman or
you?
something. Yeah, so I
thought it was
roll
you.
with it. I linked his Wikipedia page to my like Facebook account. So if anyone
That's
clicks on
awesome.
me, it takes it to his Wikipedia page.
That's awesome. That's very, very cool. Yeah, I don't have any problem with a name like Whiteley getting my name.
Yeah, you're probably pretty safe.
Yeah, I would say you're all right.
All right, guys, I gotta go to
my
bed.
God.
I'm falling asleep here.
I love you guys.
We'll
Thank
see.
you so much for a Thursday night. It was great.
Yeah.